into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Good morning, welcome to it. Yes, we even needed to take a moment to make sure it was all real. The week is here and it's actually happening. You're not dreaming. It is time to get out of bed and embrace a brand new week. Oh, and all the better to do it with you, my friend. How's it going?
I'm so excited, Greg. We're going to have a fantastic week ahead. But let's get the Monday started. Let's get us off the ground, absolutely running. I especially wore curly hair today for you, Graham. I hope you appreciate it.
It looks amazing.
She's back just a little bit. We'll see how it goes. But, you know, in the winter, your hair minces. And so I said, you know what, let me go back to my roots.
Own it.
And own the roots. Absolutely love it.
Gorgeous.
I hope you've enjoyed too, Expresso fan. But let's get into the show. It's not about me, because from powerhouse vocals to powerhouse strength, we've got it all this morning.
And we mean literally strength and powerhouse in this house. We are joined by some of South Africa's most iconic musical talents ahead of the highly anticipated From Cape Town to the World concert.
Beautiful.
Mujahid George, Emo, Lukman Adams, Alistair Isabel, Noor Abrams. He was in fact the first face I saw when I pulled into the parking lot this morning. Because they're consummate pros. They were probably setting up last night, and we love them for that.
I'm so here for it. Then you have to get ready for some serious tug-of-war action, like for real tug-of-war, right? The fierce Melkbos team that's taking on the world joins us for a fun showdown against our very own Expresso presenters. I think that's us.
Mincemeat.
Oh my
I have
goodness.
a feeling. Mincemeat. No, we love girl power. I'm trying to explain to my daughter like what real girl power is, and every now and then you'll see it. I'm like, that's girl power.
Right.
We're going to see it this morning. True girl power. And then a little bit later, we take a closer look at how Cape Town's housing market is feeding the impact of the global rise in digital nomads. And I think we're becoming quite a sought-after little digital space as well.
Absolutely.
So come on over, but just leave enough space for the rest of us.
Please, that's all
we'll get into some of those pressure points in just a moment. But let's start the conversation with you guys right now. We love to get things going for 3 hours. We have gotcha, and we want to make sure that the conversation is good this morning. So good morning is what we're saying to you across the social streets. What is that one thing you'd go to war for in a tug-of-war match? Is it food? Is it nap time? Is it the TV remote? Maybe it's dibs on the console when you get home. Let us know what has drawn that battle line in your own space. You can send us a voice note, 063-036-9649. That's the number to use. Or you can hashtag us and just keep it going on the socials all day. At Expresso Show is the handle to use as well. I'm sure we'll have a few talking points within the sporting and those news headlines. And then, our test of strength and wills will begin.
3 minutes after 6 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines first on this Monday morning, where Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane has urged motorists to remain vigilant following a horrific crash that's between a minibus taxi and a bakkie that killed 15 people on the R63 between Adelaide and Maqoma. Mabuyane extended his condolences to the bereaved and wished the injured a full recovery. He called for road users to exercise extreme caution, especially on high-risk roads. Government and partners are working together to support affected families and improve safety awareness through stakeholder engagement, as well as monitoring initiatives. In other local news, police have arrested 43 men in Rustenburg during a week-long operation Valamgodi targeting illegal mining. Now, 13 suspects were found in Leding without valid papers, while others were nabbed in Magwase, Tlhabane, as well as Boitekong. Some were also caught with drugs or dangerous weapons. Police spokesperson Adelaide Myberg confirmed that the suspects include nationals from Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Malawi, Ethiopia, Eswatini, Nigeria, and Lesotho. They will appear in Bafokeng and Mankwe courts soon. Now, the operation aims to curb cross-border crime as well as restore community safety. Let's take a look at your international news making headlines, where SpaceX CEO Elon Musk yesterday confirmed on X that Starlink is now operational in the Democratic Republic of Congo after government reversed a March 2024 ban. Initially prohibited due to security concerns over rebel use, the satellite internet service now brings high-speed access to a nation where just 30% of the population was online in 2023. The move marks a turning point for internet access in conflict-prone regions. Now, Starlink's expansion across Africa is continuing, with the system already live in over a dozen countries. Meanwhile, Labour leader Anthony Albanese has secured a landslide re-election in Australia, increasing his majority. Key issues included healthcare, housing, and Australia's international stance. Now, leaders from the UK and the US congratulated Albanese, expressing interest in strengthening ties with his centre-left government. Campaigning on fairness and economic resilience, he outperformed coalition leader Peter Dutton. Now, political analysts say Dutton's Trump-like image, marked by hardline policies on immigration, public sector cuts, and China, was widely rejected. He lost his seat after 24 years and accepted responsibility for the collapse. And finally, under the balmy Rio sky on Saturday night, Lady Gaga electrified Copacabana Beach with a free concert that drew a record-breaking 2.1 million fans. Draped in a dazzling red ensemble, she opened with Bloody Mary and powered through hits like Born This Way and Bad Romance, dedicating the night to her beloved Little Monsters and the LGBTQIA+ community. Now, the event, part of the city's Todo Mundo no Rio initiative, not only marked Gaga's triumphant return to Brazil after 13 years, but also became the largest solo concert by a female artist in history. Despite the thwarted bomb threat, the night unfolded safely, leaving the crowd singing, dancing, and basking in the glow of unity and music. Well, we trust one person to do exactly that. Lady Gaga continues to make history. I'm pretty sure all the Little Monsters completely enjoyed that story. Well, it's where we leave your news at 6 o'clock. Let's delving into your sporting headlines. Graham's got you with the latest.
Well, the Brazilians not featuring in our sport. Why? Because it was a Soweto derby and Orlando Pirates. They have got the bragging rights. They fought back from an early goal down to beat Kaizer Chiefs 2-1 in the famed Soweto derby at the F&B Stadium. Evidence Magopa and Relebohile Mafokeng scoring as Pirates sealed a league double now over their rivals, piling pressure on Chiefs ahead of next weekend's big one, the Nedbank Cup final. Now let's get back into tennis, and Casper Ruud, he battled past Jack Draper 7-5, 3-6, 6-4 in a gripping Madrid Open final to capture probably the biggest title of his career so far. The Norwegian rallied from a set down, broke midway through the decider, and then held his nerve to close out victory after 2.5 hours of very high quality, hard-fought clay court tennis. So well done, young man. Now, speaking of which, let's turn to another young man on four wheels. Oscar Piastri is not slowing down. He claimed his fourth win in 6 races, triumphing at the Miami Grand Prix over the weekend. So McLaren secured a 1-2 finish as Piastri finished 4.6 seconds ahead of teammate Lando Norris. Oh, that rivalry is going to stoke soon. And this victory was now his 3rd consecutive win following his successes in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. Max Verstappen, he finished 4th, while Ferrari's Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton left disappointed. Not so much the Blitzboks, who finally come right. They delivered a fierce defensive display and took their chances clinically to beat Spain 19-5 in the final and claim their 2nd title of 2025. Selvin Davids, named player of the final, opened the scoring with a brilliant solo effort before setting up Ricardo Duarte to seal the win a bit later in the game. Congratulations, gents, back on track. And that's where we leave our sport for now. Yes, the tug of war is taking over, and yes, we are going to be, I think, humbled in just a moment, so stick around for that. But right now, let's get in some vital weather news.
Thank you so much, Gray. Let's get into your weather for the first time, where water levels in the lower Orange River are still climbing dangerously. The surge, last seen during the 2011 floods, is due to excess water released from the overflowing Vaal and Gerib dams. Now, Agri Northern Cape's Vian van Rensburg warns that further releases may cause irrigation canals to burst, risking major damage. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service has flagged extreme high fire danger over the Richardsveld, Namakwa and Kimmersberg in the Northern Cape, as well as the Breda Valley and Lanesburg in the Western Cape. Now, before we leave your weather news and get into the show, we've got to get into that sunrise view of the hour and Queenstown seen through the eyes of Malicio. Thank you so much for sharing your morning view with us. Absolutely beautiful on that side of the world, and continue doing exactly that. 27 degrees, Malicio, is what you can expect on your side. A nice scorcher of a day as we are in the midst of autumn. So yes, it's a pleasure. We told the weather gods to do that just for you. And share your morning views with us on 0630369649. We look forward to seeing that just after 7 o'clock as we delve into your temperatures for what the rest of the country can experience for this Monday.
Looking at the temperatures, a little confused. Difficult one to call. Just please, every hour we will bring you that important weather news, any warnings that need to go out there, so just stay safe. In fact, stay indoors for the next 3 hours, because we have got like probably the most powerhouse lineup of newsos in the land.
Oh my goodness,
in
right here. And we're going to bring it to you really soon. Not only that, we're going to do a bit of a tug of war, at least have the conversation, and then eventually get into being tested, because let's just watch what we're up against, because Milk was stunned. They make them different over there, I promise you.
I love it. Well, we come from a continent of warrior queens.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We need to see this girl power represented. So we've got South Africa to the world in music and in tug of war on the way after that. Now I'm terrified.
Yes, Mzansi.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast show right here, Expresso on S3. And when we're kickstarting your Monday off with entertainment, we've done it absolutely right because we brought in absolute powerhouses with us to celebrate music like you've never seen before. And I can't wait to get into it because Cape Town, let me tell you, you are not ready for this absolute goodness. So please help me in welcoming the wonderful Mujahid George as well as Alistair Isabel. From Cape Town to the world, we've got to get into this conversation because it's about damn time. But let's get straight into it. Are we awake? Are we alive?
Yes. I don't know how you guys do this every single day, but props to you guys.
You know, a little bit of concealer goes a long way, and that's all we actually need. But how are we feeling in anticipation of what is going to be absolutely epic in not only Cape Town, but I would say the rest of the country?
Look, producing this is obviously nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but it's very, very exciting knowing that you get to do this with the best of your peers. And that's the most exciting part. And again, we get to share our talent with the rest of the world, so it's awesome.
What an honor. Thank you, Mujahid. Honestly, it is so beautiful to be able to see so much wonderfully raw talent and years of work being put into a stage production. So we're very excited about this. But I did want to touch base, Alice, and talk a little bit more about the legacy of the sound that you are bringing as well. Can you touch on that for a moment for me? What is it that we can expect?
I get very nervous when the word legacy gets used, and veterans and all of those kind of things. Because I go, no. We're just human beings doing what we need to do and doing what we can do. Ik raak baie nervous daarvan. Because you've got to live up to a certain expectation.
But you do every time.
No, but you have got to live up to others' expectation, and I don't do that anymore. I live up to my own limitations.
Come on.
So what is great about it is taking our sound that belongs to us, that we understand and that we know, and we go over to particularly Australia, New Zealand, all the other countries that we have experienced over the years, and we get to just give them a little bit of huiskos, sielkos en huiskos. And that is what is lekker about it, because it feeds us as much as it feeds them. So I'm very excited about Australia and New Zealand, which I haven't done in about 5-6 years, if not more. And it's wonderful to have Mujahid along with us for the first time that we're performing there. Lukman and I have done it a few times. Emo's done it twice, I think. And then the band game with us, which is Bryn, Sean, and Lance that's also joining us. So it's a lekker vibe that we are going with. And then there's so many things happening that also ties into the kind of catapulting of it, from the Mother's Day show that's happening on the 11th. And then we do a few other shows, and then New Zealand and Australia. And all of them get to do all the work, and I just get to travel. And that's wonderful.
Exactly.
I'm not producing anymore.
I hope you ask for a first-class ticket. Thank you. You must put it there on your rider. We love to see it. Okay, Mother's Day. It happens this weekend. Crazy. I can't believe we're already here. Tell me a bit more about the concert.
Mother's Day again. Mujahid, Sean D's putting it together with LRI Productions. It's myself, Lukman, Emo, Noor Abrams, which is lovely to have him with, because he's traveling the world now on a wonderful journey with a cruise liner. And so we're getting to get, well, praat man,
so the show happens this coming Sunday, and it is at the Fairbairn College School. And of course, we are going to just give our best and honor the people who have sort of paved the way for us, and that is our mothers. You know, there's no strength without a woman. And so we're looking forward to that. It's myself, it's Alistair, it's Emo, it's Lukman, it's Noor, and the rest of the band is going to be there as well. So we get to honor the mothers on the 11th.
Oh my goodness. Wow, you guys are treating us this year. 2025 is looking so good. And we are only in May, can you imagine? So tell me a bit more about the details of the tour. When does it kickstart? And then also, who is it for? Is it just for South African audiences overseas, or for anybody that's interested?
We're looking to do this for everyone. Whoever's in Australia and whoever's in New Zealand, please come out, because I know that so many people who have purchased their tickets on that side, they are bringing their Maori friends.
Of course.
And of course, you know that South Africans are now marrying all the Maoris, etc., etc. So they come with their entire families, and we get to meet all of the extended families now. So that's really, really cool. It's exciting. We start traveling on the 21st, and our first show is on the 24th of May, which is in Auckland, New Zealand. And then we travel over to Sydney, Australia, where we're performing on the 31st of May. So it's very, very exciting.
How exciting. Are there days to explore a little bit, or is it all work, no play?
You know that Alistair...
Oh, no.
Will you play a little?
I'm a big walker. So my joys, and I've done Australia, I think, 10 or 11 times. So I'm looking forward to just going back and finding my little spot, as I normally do, have a drink and watch all these things, and also just share it with my brothers, which is really great. But the experience of performing for people yet again, and cross-pollinating in terms of culture, sound, the Creole sound that we bring with a bit of pop and all of that.
I like that.
So you can get your tickets at itickets.co.za, and if you want to bless one of your friends over overseas, well, in Australia and or New Zealand, you can get it at itickets.co.za, and just, yeah, that's the link to go and do it.
Beautiful.
And then this Sunday, the 11th, is,
Are they
of
still
course, we're
tickets?
starting with that. I've got some messages this morning.
Yeah.
It's web tickets.
Okay.
Web
Now you know. Now you know.
Web tickets is where you get your tickets for the 11th of May for the Mother's Day
Beautiful.
showcase.
Because
yeah.
people want to get involved. I mean, are they going to be singing along to some of their favorite
Yes,
songs?
absolutely.
Yes.
Some familiar
Oh,
hits?
yes.
What are we
Yes.
talking
Well, that's
about?
what we do. We make it inclusive for people to feel like they are part of it. It's not shows. We don't do shows anymore. It's about experiences.
Sure.
Because at a certain age, you want to be part of what you are presenting also. And what you are presenting has got to be with integrity. And so that's the joy about doing all of this. But what I say is, for me, it is just lovely. They put it all together, and I get to just enjoy it now. And just
You
go.
deserve.
Yeah.
You deserve.
But
I love that. Oh, man, I kind of feel like when you hit the ground in Australia and New Zealand, it's going to feel like South Africa.
Yeah.
There's so many expats there. You're going to
Yeah.
get, "Awe, Masakan," as you're walking down the road. It's going to be insane.
I'm looking forward to that. I really, really am.
Yeah.
And I think everywhere we travel nowadays, there's South Africans everywhere in the world.
100%.
And that means that we get to explore the rest of the world as well after this. So we hope that this one will be a success, and we hope that people will go out and get their tickets and support us.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
Do you think you will go down the street saying "Awe," or are you going to try to keep it like?
No, we're gonna
"Good
definitely say
afternoon,
"Awe."
everybody."
No, they will.
No, I'm definitely going to do that.
Come on, bring a bit of flair, little spice.
I can just imagine all of this going down. I know exactly
Yeah.
it's going to be amazing. This guy has already said that he's walking me around the harbour in Sydney because
You better get ready. You can't
Well,
walk in
that's
these
the thing.
shoes.
For
eh?
me, it's
I will
called
make
Tourist
look-
Day.
Yeah.
And they have to. I don't care what you decide
I
to
agree.
do. But ek vat vir jou na elke hoek en straat
Thank
toe.
you.
It's
Thank
important
you.
to
It is.
experience and explore.
Yep.
To kan nie terugkom en sê, yeah, I was in that street. Yeah, but the other street, no, I wasn't there, but I was there. No, but it's about sharing. It's about experiencing. And again, it's the
Yeah.
conversations that happens now where people starting to get excited because it's 3 weeks away and it's one night only in both cities.
Sure.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited. But as I said, itickets.co.za is for Australia and for New Zealand,
Yeah.
and
Beautiful.
web
Web
tickets here
tickets.
for Mother's Day this
I love
Sunday.
this.
Well,
Okay.
net ons is in Suid-Afrika nie, né? It's NZ. New Zealand is
My bad.
.co.nz.
Dot
Yeah.
NZ.
Yes, it's fine.
You type it in, you find it, it will be there. What
It
are
will
you
be there.
performing
It will be
today?
there.
What can we look forward to today?
Oh, too many hits, too many hits.
Yes.
We're going to do some stuff. We're
Just
gonna do some
starting your day with some fresh, lekker music and going,
Exactly.
yeah, I belong. My footprint is here and I do belong.
Oh my goodness. Well, we are definitely looking forward to it. You feel the energy. It's a Monday like you've never heard or even felt it before. So stick around right here on your Feel Good show. You made a good decision to be here.
Oh, let's make it the best decision you've ever made, in fact, and plug you in right now. If you can start your Monday in this way, oh man, we will turn the Monday blues around. It's time for #Daily Lotto. And today we are playing with an estimated 520,000 Rand in our jackpot. You could be winning big, so you've got to go and get your tickets now. Do it in store with a big smile on your face, get that good karma going. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking setup, or you can dial *120 *7529# for the USSD. And as always, we'll keep the deets up on the Expresso socials so you can check them out at your leisure, and just most importantly, put yourself in the running to win that 520,000 Rand in the daily jackpot. It could be yours. Why shouldn't it be yours? Good luck. Oh, man, you can probably hear the nervousness in my voice. Some warrior queens have stepped into studio. The ladies from Melkwoststrand are going to be taking on the best in the world at the Tug of War World Championships, and they are here to humble us in just a moment. We're going to find out what it's taken to get them there and how they are going to bring back gold for South Africa. And then we shall reward them with something delicious. Now, I think we've got a berry crumble going courtesy of Bacomo this morning. It looks absolutely wonderful, really easy to make as well. We'll put back in what the Tug of War is going to take out of us in just a moment. We'll see you now.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I think you can feel the excitement in studio right now. We love it when young people put their hands up or maybe plant their feet firmly into the ground and make their mark. They have made history in this case, and now they are pulling for gold. The Melkbosstrand High School girls tug-of-war team is headed to the 2025 World Championships in England. Can we give them a big round of applause as we welcome the ladies into studio? They join us to share their journey, their passion, their pride in representing their country. This is massive. And joining us are some of those learners, Lisa Erasmus, Samantha Pieterse, and Caitlin Cooper, along with Coach Kyle Kirsten, who looks beautiful this morning. Kyle, thank you for spending a little extra time in the makeup chair for us. No, we love what you are doing. We love what you guys are representing, so congratulations. I try to pump it up as much as possible to make you terrified, because this is the World Championships, Lisa. Congratulations on getting to this point. How did it feel when it was confirmed that you guys are going to represent your country at the World Champs?
Well, it was a lot of emotions going around, but mostly it was the amount of pride and joy that we felt, knowing that we'll be able to represent South Africa at Worlds. It's an amazing accomplishment, and it felt like all the hard work and training that we put in, it's worth it.
It really is.
Yeah, and sometimes it still doesn't feel real. It's like, it hits you one day and it's like, damn, we're going to England. Like, yo.
And you're not just going to England, you're going to England to dominate.
Yeah.
Because I've heard special things about this team. There is something magical happening here. What is it about this group of girls that makes you so strong? What works within your clique?
So we do a combination of endurance, strength and technique training. And then also we've been coming along a long way, so we know each other. Also, so with the strength training, we do power pulling to build our strength, so that means pulling up a heavy drum. We also do endurance training, which we use a light drum, so then we hang to prepare ourselves for longer pulls. And then technique, it's very important for us because we need to know how to position our feet, our hands. We need to learn how to be in sync with each other so there's a certain flow on the rope.
I would imagine that chemistry is vital, Caitlin. Do you feel like you guys share one mind when you're in that space? How important is it that you are literally one beast attacking that rope?
I feel like that's kind of the most important part.
Really?
If your team doesn't click, then it's not going to go so well. So having that good chemistry and almost pulling as one person, not just 8 people, it makes the biggest difference. And also to have that bond that we share, it feels like we've known each other for years. Some of us have only met each other when we entered high school. It's really special to have.
And these are the kind of bonds I can speak in retrospect that matter the most in life. These kind of connections and feeling that kind of energy around you is vital. You must have your hands full, Kyle, getting this energy and all of this strength into a focused place. How do you marshal their forces, and what do you think has been the key to their success? Because clearly something works.
I think it's the basics of just wanting to be the best. If you've got a goal in life or anywhere, it's just you want to be the best at something. They are the best at something in South Africa, and we want to prove that we are the best in the world.
Sure.
And that energy just drives you differently. I believe all of them, and that's the main focus is we don't just want to be the best here. We want to win internationally. We want to be the team that can do it.
Set the bar, literally. There's a lot of fire in your eyes, man. That must pump you up to look at that every day. I absolutely love that. Now, you've got a lot of young women looking at you. I've got a daughter who I was literally yesterday trying to explain what girl power is. And it's a strength that's not a hard, aggressive strength. There is something deeper about girl power. What would you like other young South African girls to feel when they see what you guys are capable of?
Well, I want them to know that if they put their mind to it, they will be able to do it. And they just have to work hard and try their best.
That's it. And then get up and do it again tomorrow. And get up and do it again tomorrow. Are you going to win this thing? How are you feeling about the big final hurdle? What does this team need to get right to take that World Championship?
I think what we need to get right is we need to focus on staying one unit of 8 and not 8 units.
For
so
sure.
I think we need to learn to be in sync and yes.
I'm feeling a very singular energy coming from you guys. All the best of luck. Not so much in the next 10 minutes when we have to tug of war against you guys. I can't believe we're actually going to be doing this. But we've got potentially the World Championships seated on our couch right now, going to represent South Africa on the biggest stage possible. So show a lot of love if you're in the area and you see the girls training, maybe a little sweat towel, some bottles of water. Now, this is a combined effort, so we know their families are represented, their school is represented, their coaching team, unbelievably so, and of course, South Africa. So we'll see them in action against us in just a moment. Oh, my word.
I'm not saying that I'm scared, but maybe I'm just a little bit scared because the girl power is too much on that couch. And in just a bit, we're going to see the Expresso presenters and Expresso team go up against them. So stick around for that. But right now, we did greet you and said the very biggest good morning and asked you the question all around tug of war. What is that one thing that you would go to war or tug of war for in a match-off? Is it going to be food, a nap time, the remote? Let us know either via voice note on 063 036 9649 or hit us up across our social media. So you found us on the social media streets. Spelele came up first saying, good morning, Expresso fam. I'd go to a tug of war for the food I cook. Nice food, unlike anybody else. I'm saying, prove it, Spelele. I would love to see the meals that you are cooking. Yes, chef. All right, so Leo says, we'll go to a tug of war for the remote because nobody is changing the channel. Well, listen, Leo, as long as it's on Expresso all day, every day, we're happy to see it and nobody's going to be fighting you, all right? Well, let's see what else we have. Dark-skinned hun, good morning, babe. Definitely I'll go in a tug of war for the remote and no one will touch or take the remote without my permission. And after that, I'll make some popcorn. Love Expresso family. Enjoy your day on my behalf. I love that. And like I said, as long as it is on Expresso and as long as we can join you, we definitely are so happy to do it, dark-skinned hun. And thank you for choosing us to take you through your Monday morning. Let me tell you what's still to come, all right? So you have your popcorn ready, you have your remote. Stay right here because in just a bit, the Expresso fam is going to go up against the Melkbosstrand girlies and see exactly who's going to take this tug of war fight. I'm crossing fingers it's going to be us, but I don't know. I'm not saying that with a lot of conviction. Not only that, we're going to get into a mixed berry, delicious, delicious granola. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. We've got to, like Grace said, refuel what we've taken away, and we'll do that all straight after this.
This Mother's Day, Native Child wants to thank you for being the amazing mom you are. 6 lucky mums will win 800 Rand worth of Native Child award-winning products. Whether your hair is curly, coily, straight, natural, or treated, they've got you covered. Entering is easy. Follow at nativechild.co on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Post your hair photo, tag nativechild.co, and use hashtag Pamper with Native Child. Make sure your profile is public. Competition ends 9th of May 2025. T's and C's apply. Good luck.
And go, quickly. No,
We're
no,
ready,
I'm
we're
joking,
ready,
I'm
we're
joking,
ready.
I'm sorry. We are back with the Melkbos ladies. They are the South African champions when it comes to tug of war, and as a result, they are going to head to the UK to represent us at the World Championships, not just their school, not just all South African women, but I think the entire country. So proud of you girls. And I'm terrified.
I am
hopefully
so
as terrified
scared.
as Robbie Gillette. You're the architect of this disaster
Can I
that's about to
just
happen. Can we
Take
please
a
show
moment.
them?
Okay. These are the shoes. This is the equipment that gets worn when we do tug of war for real. And when I tell you this is weighty, so I think that, should I just put it on?
Put them down and go. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. You guys are ready,
Right.
man. That fast twitch muscle action
Oh,
is
my
there.
goodness.
Ladies, so congratulations. Kyle is here to do the official duty. And check, you've even made a beautiful little blue ribbon seem aggressive, Kyle, with the way you stepped up there. There is so much fire in this man's spirit for this team. I love you, guy.
Oh, that's stunning.
Okay, so I'm guessing here, once our beautiful little blue ribbon passes the line, we have won. Huh.
Oh, and she passes the line.
Oh,
Just the front
okay.
person. All right.
Wow.
And then do we do a countdown, Coach? Are you going to go ahead? Okay. Okay. As soon as your hands go down.
Okay, as soon as Kyle's hands drop. Dalopito. Anito. They're not even pulling, they're just leaning. Don't lean against
have
me.
to lean.
Come on, Robbie. What kind of a sportsman are you?
Yes.
What kind of a
think we
sportsman
might
are you?
take
Give me
it.
my shoes. I want the shoes. It's all in the feet. I don't even know. I don't even know. Oh, no.
Actually, we had it at this stage.
I really did. I feel like we got hustled.
Tried.
Woo.
Wow.
Okay. That
Girls,
felt
was
really good.
Incredible. Are you joking?
Don't patronize me with a handshake now.
Your
Now you
strength
better
is
be the world
unreal.
champions.
So then you swap over.
Then we can say we've been beaten by world champs. Oh, we're going
Oh, to just make sure they weren't cheating is why we now swap to the
You just
better
want to
side
see
of the rope.
them beat us again.
Okay.
It's fine. It's all right.
It just kind of felt like all you did was just lean, and then it just got impossible to do. Okay, so we've got the lean, guys.
It's lean back.
It's just lean,
Lean
back.
back.
Okay,
All
you're going
right.
to be the lean backerer. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, do your honors, Carl.
Ready? Guys ready?
Hope so.
Telopito.
Ready?
It is.
Track.
Stop smiling so much, man. They smile so nice, and then it's like they're
Sak
not
net die skouer, sak net die
busy
skouer.
destroying you with the
Druk op
rope.
by been.
I'm running out of floor. Running out of floor. No. Oh, well done, ladies and gentlemen. Come here. That was actually exhausting. How long do they train for every day to do this?
We
Oh
train
my
at the moment
goodness.
2 hours twice a week. Soon we'll be switching it up to 3 times a week, 2 hours, and then to 4. And
Wow.
then Saturdays they also pull competitions in the senior division.
Just throw
Can I
people
go lick
around.
my wounds somewhere?
No, you're going to go
please?
cook some breakfast, okay? That is...
I think I'd be better at that, Gray. Let me go.
Are you regretting your decision now yet?
A little bit.
Just a little bit. Ladies,
shoes
thank you
drag.
so much.
What the
We are
heck?
going to make you a little bit of granola crunch because you've
Yeah,
earned
nice.
the right this morning. You've got to put back into the body what you take out of it in these moments. Can I shake your hand? You're doing something special, man. Thank you for being the 999th reason to be humbled on the Expresso show floor. Absolutely love the energy and what you guys are doing. And of course, we want to make sure that they are fueled for their day ahead because clearly they're going to use the energy. Carissa, what's on the menu?
Well, we are making a delicious mixed berry crumble, and I can't wait to get into it. Of course, this is all about Bacomo's granola. And who would have thought that you could take granola and transform it into so many different beautiful ways to enjoy? But that's exactly what we are doing today. I've got to refuel everything that just left my body right now because, yes, I'm still gathering my thoughts and emotions. There is just something about a home-baked treat, though, that does bring instant comfort. And this mixed berry granola crumble is packed with vibrant berries and the golden crunch of Bacomo Nature's Source granola. So whether you enjoy it as a bar, in a mini cup, you know, as a parfait, in different shapes, it's going to be absolutely amazing and such a joy once it gets into your mouth.
Did you just say parfait to be fancy?
I did. I had to
think you
redeem
just threw that
myself
in there.
somehow.
A crudité or a parfait or an entree.
An entree.
You could have it as any of those things. No, I don't know if you
Aperitif.
could have it as a crudité. I don't know if you can dip it into hummus. I don't know.
Oh,
That's
I'd
how I
try
know crudités. Okay. No, this looks absolutely amazing and delicious.
So good. I love
Where
a
do we
crumble.
start?
All right, so let's start with the crumble. So we've got some flour. Obviously, we're going to go in with some butter.
Is it bad that I've gone like lactic? My whole body is like, what was that guy? Okay.
We're going to go in with some sugar. That was really intense, though.
And I have a feeling they went really, really easy on us. And when I say I'm lactic, I've got Tyrannosaurus arm right now. I can maybe help you with.
Even my hands.
I don't think I
hands.
used my base very well in that. And maybe it's because we didn't have the shoes.
Oh, my goodness.
There's the
You know how
giant
heavy
metal
those
shoes
were?
that they have to wear. What is that? Well, I suppose if you are going to be doing tug of war, you want to be anchored.
You do.
In some way, but gee
And also,
whiz.
don't they do it on different surfaces? So grass and everything else like that.
Oh, that's what did us. It was the surface. It was the surface
Not
if we were
us.
on grass. Woo-wee, ladies.
All right, then you want to get really involved in this. I went in with some cinnamon, some salt, because you know baking and salt, and of course some baking powder.
Activator.
Exactly, and then you want to crumble it. It is a crumble after all, so you have to really get involved with your food.
Yeah, man.
It makes it taste better.
I know. That's an emotional investment you're making with that food there, the look you gave me. But you've come a long way. There was a time where you wouldn't even talk to the butter. You wouldn't even stand in the same room as the butter. Now you are in
I'm within
an
the butter.
entanglement and a whole involvement with the butter. But what I like here is that you're developing a nice kind of generic recipe for a beautiful crunch or a crumble.
Speaking about crunch, do you mind giving me a little bit of that?
From the packet from here, can I just...
Either one.
Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
You can
All of it, some of it?
Chuck it right in.
Oh, and this on its own as a crunch,
there you
as a
go.
crumble, is absolutely delicious.
Oh, I love that. Now, with a fresh new look, Bacomo's Nature's Sources granola brings the same great taste and the same great crunch that you absolutely love. And it's available in a variety of different flavors and pack sizes. You get the nutty crunch, the African sunrise crunch, and my favorite, the breakfast crunch, which is so delicious and so many great options for anybody.
I love it. And I like the introduction of the nuts and how they've kind of, the consistency is beautiful. It's going to be obviously the right kind of energy. I think a lot of us probably lacking fiber. Our gut is calling out for help. This kind of ticks all of those boxes. But for me, the consistency, the crunch, the texture has got to be key. So the fact that we're taking that and we're amplifying it with a crumble, I love that on every level for us.
And with everything, I mean, this doesn't only have to be a little crumble bake. You can put this on top of anything you want, and it will be just as good. All right, so the crumble is done.
Steak. That looks lovely. I'm yet to crumble a steak yet out of all of the things that we haven't tried on the show. That looks beautiful. Then I've got a gorgeous berry mixture here, which is just the dressing, yes?
Yes, so you just have to mix it together. Lemon is really great at cutting through the berry
For
taste.
sure.
So we've got some delicious blackberries. We've also got a delicious compote going. And then, of course, our lemon.
This is so clever. Why go spend big bucks on a crumble from the store when you can take the flavors that you absolutely love or what's ever left in your pantry
and just throw it in and add it
and
together.
do your own thing. I love that. Then a little bit of lemon.
Mix it together, throw it on top, and that's really all you need.
Oh, I love that.
This could be a snack or even breakfast or anything you
For
want.
sure, man. Like a brunch little showstopper to bring out that's super healthy. And I think a lot of us now moving into the winter months are thinking, how do we mitigate the comfort food for the next 3 months so that we can have a summer body at the end of this process? And we can't just do tug of war every day. As much as we'd love to, we are not the Melkbos Strunt potential world champions. Almost don't want to say it too much, because I have a feeling, and I've got a very heightened spidey sense when it comes to sports teams in this country. I'm not saying the Springboks have won all these World Cups
because of you,
because of me, but I'm just saying there's something about our studio. We call it the manifestation station, but I have a feeling these girls are going to do something truly remarkable. So well done to them. They've beaten us.
They beat us so hard.
Absolutely delicious. So we've got our beautiful finished dish over there. Do you want to pop this in the oven? And then we are sorted. And I think we need Kira and Jordan out of the team of Young Warrior Queens
come on
to come and have a little
through.
taste. And we're going to grab this. Kira, Jordan, thank you so much for making us feel very old and weak this morning. These are just for you. This is our Bacomo crumble. Okay, a little bit of berry compote, some blackberries in there, a whole lot of crunch, a little bit of sugar, but lots of good kind of energy as well.
Definitely.
So help yourself and feel free to have a TV bite.
Yes.
This is the ultimate test. And we're not going to tell you how to do it because...
Yeah, you can eat it like a sandwich, you can eat it on its own.
There we
Just
go.
enjoy it either way.
We could actually hear the
The
crunch,
crunch, hey?
on TV.
Wow, that's very nice.
Don't seem so surprised. She's like, oh, wow, this is actually a lot better. No, I often have that look on my face. That being said, I suppose you are young, so you can probably eat pretty much whatever you want. But when you are training for something like this, because this takes a lot out of your body, for 5 minutes we are exhausted. You do this for 2 hours. What do you eat to stay fueled?
We usually just eat a lot of energy bars.
It carries you through.
Who in the team gets the most hangry? Are there any of you that you have to be like, okay, just go get a chocolate?
I think
They're pointing at somebody back
They're pointing
there.
at one person. And Caitlin's going, no, it's not me, it's not me, I promise you.
definitely Caitlin.
Oh.
Okay, well, we'll save 2 for Caitlin. Please slow down, girl. It's okay, it's okay. And we will support you in whatever way you can. You guys are doing amazing things.
Yeah.
Thank you so much
We're
for...
so proud of you.
I want to say showing us, but I think most importantly, showing my daughter and young girls out there what real strength actually is. And it's not just in the inside, it's also in the muscles and the legs and everything else, and hopefully in our recipe this morning.
You deserve that. You can take that plate. It is yours. Enjoy it with the team as well.
Well, for Caitlin.
Yeah,
Let's
just for
say
Caitlin. I was trying not to say it, but yeah, just for Caitlin. Fruity, golden and delicious, definitely Moorish. These mixed berry granola crumble bars are proof that with just a little bit of imagination, everyday ingredients can become something truly, truly special. And of course, you can find the recipe on our website, expressoshow.com.
Oh, well, let's stay on the powerful female train this morning. Delucia Daniels is here to take us inside another crazy Formula One this weekend. McLaren are doing the things, and she called it, and we'll talk to her after the break. They're almost finished. Well done.
Thank you. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, never one to miss an opportunity to see the Expresso team be humbled. Delucia has just stepped into studio to talk Formula One, and she's been calling it this season. McLaren are flying high after a dominant 1-2 finish in Miami, with Oscar Piastri grabbing his third straight win and continuing his electric form this season. But while McLaren celebrates, obviously Ferrari and Red Bull left searching for answers, scratching their heads and their helmets after a very frustrating race weekend. And our Formula One, I'm going to call it a savant, is sitting next to us, Delucia Daniels. You must be loving the fact that everything you say on this show comes to bear. I think the bosses must be watching you at the moment. But let's talk about Oscar Piastri. What is going on with this young man at the moment?
Isn't he just extraordinary? I think it was worth a 10 p.m. stay up for the race. Going to bed at 12:30 was totally worth it because it was absolutely a masterclass from him. It was so funny because I was chatting to a friend of mine and he said to me, I'm telling you now, Piastri's going to win. And I originally put my money on Norris, and Piastri proved me wrong again, and it's been wonderful to watch him come into his own. 3 out of 3. He had a fantastic sprint race as well, coming in second. So I feel like he is really on that trajectory of the world champion for 2025.
And this is the thing. I think people were thinking this maybe 2-3 years from now.
Yeah.
He is the incumbent, all those things, because he is driving next to the guy we thought was going to be doing this, right?
Yes.
So how good is this for McLaren that you've got the two hottest young riders? And yes, there will be a rivalry, but they seem to be playing nice for now.
Yeah, and I love that because I think at the start of the season, of course, there were the papaya rules that came in very early on in Australia already. But now looking at it in
You get to keep benefiting from that fire that is clearly burning. From a car perspective, McLaren's perspective, to have had the hiatus that they did, and take nothing away from their proud history, that was a very long time ago.
Yeah.
How have they got it right in such a short amount of time, do you think? What's the magic in the water there?
Do you know, when you look at where McLaren was when they started out at the Miami Grand Prix a couple of years ago, they were dead last. They'd been lapped twice. And now looking back on that, Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris finished 37 seconds ahead of George Russell in third. That is remarkable, to say the least. That's half a lap. And I feel like when you look at their progress, it's tyre setup. It's making sure that aerodynamically everything is clean, the chassis are working, the power units are working, and I think having the drivers to execute that perfectly has been a recipe for them that has worked out really well in the last year.
The stars have aligned, and they've got two young stars there.
It's about time, though, because it is a legacy team, may not be as old as Ferrari, but McLaren has a huge history from coming into Formula One, and this year and last year especially, we've kind of seen them come into their own, and it's nice to see the papaya back on top.
And it's often very kind of beautifully interwoven into a driver's story. They seem to have a way of finding that new driver, finding that disruptor. So there's magic there. Not so much for Verstappen. You haven't mentioned his name. We haven't mentioned his name ever. It's not on any lists anywhere. I mean, how does Red Bull, and added to that Ferrari, pick up the pace from here?
I don't even want to put Red Bull and Ferrari in the same WhatsApp group here because I think that Max is fighting for his life in that Red Bull. It's because it is not working out as well as they'd planned.
And that's a problem when you've got a driver of that caliber and you can't release that potential. Ferrari, on the other hand, have a driver of that caliber who might be there to save the team, I'm beginning to understand, because clearly something in the management isn't right. How can you have two drivers of that ilk, a history and a knowledge base like Ferrari do, and to be so far off the mark and not for the first time?
Do you know, with Ferrari, I always feel like I'm watching a comedy of errors, but slowly but surely it's not becoming funny anymore.
It's a bit of a Charlie Chaplin going south.
100%. And I feel like when I look at their race strategy, or lack thereof, make that decision for you, surely you should know what to do before we do, because you're the experts.
And feel it. And maybe you do get lost in the data and can't see the wood from the trees, because there must be so much information informing everything. But you've got one of the most instinctive drivers in the game ever in a seat. Let's do that. And maybe that's the energy he'll bring there. Delucia, like you do, and connect with her online at Delucia Daniels is where you'll find her. We call her a Formula One enthusiast, and that is underselling it completely. But go and connect, ask her questions, and maybe we'll bring you onto the couch for our next roundup.
Just moments before we hit 7 o'clock, let's get into your national news headlines first. And we start out here where the chief of the South African National Defence Force, General Rudzani Mapwanya, says South Africa's phased withdrawal from the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo is not a retreat, but a step towards peace. Speaking alongside Defence Minister Angie Motshekga, he assured the public that the mission's drawdown is structured and based on agreements with rebel groups. Now, this follows the tragic deaths of 14 South African soldiers earlier this year. The first troops have returned to Tanzania and efforts are underway to ensure the safe withdrawal of all personnel and equipment. In other national news, Eastern Cape Premier Oscar Mabuyane has urged motorists to remain vigilant following a horrific crash, and that's between a minibus taxi and a bakkie that killed 15 people on the R63 between Adelaide and Maqoma. Now, Mabuyane extended his condolences to the bereaved and wished the injured a full recovery. He called for road users to exercise extreme caution, especially on high-risk roads. Now, government and partners are working together to support affected families and improve safety awareness through stakeholder engagement and monitoring initiatives. In your international news making headlines, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has pledged retaliation after a Houthi missile hit near Ben Gurion Airport, injuring 6. He blamed Iran, saying attacks would be answered with force. Now, the missile, launched from Yemen, disrupted air traffic temporarily and raised alarms across Israel. Despite the failure of air defense systems to intercept it, the airport has since reopened. A Houthi spokesperson, Yahya Sari, declared the airport unsafe, while Israeli Defense Minister Katz vowed a 7-fold response to any future strikes. Meanwhile, SpaceX CEO Elon Musk yesterday confirmed on X that Starlink is now operational in the Democratic Republic of Congo after the government reversed a March 2024 ban. Now, initially prohibited due to security concerns over rebel use, the satellite internet now brings high-speed access to a nation where just 30% of the population was online in 2023. The move marks a turning point for internet access in conflict-prone regions. Now, Starlink's expansion across Africa is continuing, with the system already live in over a dozen countries. And finally, we touch base with some entertainment, where under the balmy Rio sky on Saturday night, Lady Gaga electrified Copacabana Beach with a free concert that drew a record-breaking 2.1 million fans. Now, draped in a dazzling red ensemble, she opened with Bloody Mary and powered through hits like Born This Way and Bad Romance, dedicating the night to her beloved Little Monsters and the LGBTQIA+ community. The event, part of the city's Todo Mundo no Rio initiative, not only marked Gaga's triumphant return to Brazil after 13 years, but also became the largest solo concert by a female artist at that, in history. Despite a thwarted bomb threat, the night unfolded safely, leaving the crowd singing, dancing, and basking in the glow of unity and music. A great way to close up your 7 o'clock news. Let's hope the smiles continue in the world of sports. Here's Graham, he's got the latest.
Well, Carissa, that depends what side of the fence you sit. Orlando Pirates fought back from an early goal to beat Kaizer Chiefs 2-1 in the famed Soweto derby at the FNB Stadium over the weekend. Evidence Mahopa and Relebohile Mafokeng scoring as Pirates sealed a league double now over their rivals, piling a lot more pressure on Chiefs ahead of next weekend's big one, the Nedbank Cup final. Now let's turn to tennis, and Casper Ruud has done it. He battled past Jack Draper 7-5, 3-6, 6-4 in a gripping Madrid Open final to capture the biggest title of his career. The Norwegian rallied from a set down, then broke midway through the decider and then held his nerve to close out victory after 2.5 hours of very high-quality, hard-fought clay court tennis. So congratulations to the young man. And speaking of which, another who is making his name in MotoGP, let's turn to Formula One. Oscar Piastri claimed his 4th win in 6 races, triumphing at the Miami Grand Prix yesterday. Or late last night, McLaren securing a 1-2 finish as well. Piastri finished 4.6 seconds ahead of his teammate Lando Norris. So this victory, his 3rd consecutive win following successes in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. And of course, Max Verstappen finishing 4th, while Ferrari's Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton left disappointed. Now, finally, we turn to the Blitzboks, and they are back on point. The Blitzboks delivered a fierce defensive display and then took their chances clinically to beat Spain 19-5 in the final. and claim their second title of 2025. Selvin David's outstanding. He was named player of the final. He opened the scoring with a brilliant solo effort before setting up Ricardo Duarte to seal the win later in the game. So congratulations, boys, back on track. And that's where we leave our sport for now. We'll touch on those headlines at around 8 o'clock. Let's see if the roads have woken up.
Well, Gray, they sure have. So let's see what's happening out in Johannesburg and Gauteng, where there's a stationary minibus taxi on the N1 northbound, and that is before Golden Highway, causing a left lane closure. Now, no delays are expected at the moment, but please do drive with caution if you are headed out that way. Sticking in Gauteng, but heading to Centurion, minor congestion is being experienced along the N1 southbound, and that's between Brakfontein Interchange and Olifantsfontein Road. So do plan your route accordingly, and of course maintain a safe following distance. Now we touch down in the mother city out in Athlone, where there's been a motor vehicle accident north of Jakes Gerwel Drive on the N2, resulting in a lane closure. Now, of course, you can know delays are expected as we approach peak time traffic, so do allow for that added travel time. Of course, practice some patience and adhere to the rules of the road. So we leave your traffic for now. Let's check out what's happening in your weather. Well, in your weather news, water levels in the lower Orange River are still climbing dangerously. Now, the surge last seen during the 2011 floods is due to excess water release from the overflowing Vaal and Gerrit dams. Now, Agri Northern Cape's Vian van Rensburg warns that further releases may only cause irrigation canals to burst, risking major damage. Meanwhile, the South African Weather Service has flagged extreme fire danger over Richtersveld, Namakwa and Kimmersberg in the Northern Cape, as well as Breda Valley and Laingsburg in the Western Cape. Let's touch down with that sunrise view for 7 o'clock. And Nelly sent from Langebaan. Thank you so much for sharing this gorgeous morning view with us. Looking absolutely beautiful. Listen, Nelly, I really hope this is coming from your holiday home, that you took a mid-year break because you thought, you know what, life is a little bit too much right now. And you absolutely deserve that. I do thank you for bringing us in just a little closer and letting us know what your morning looks like from Langebaan. 27 degrees is what you can expect on your side of the world as we delve into the temperatures for the rest of the country. And if you too think you can be like Anelli, do get in touch on 063 036 9649 and send your morning view with us. We would love to see what the country looks like through your eyes. Well, let's check out the temperatures for now for the rest of Mzansi.
Beautiful day outside. Let's add a little sparkle to that. You can start your Monday by playing #DailyLotto for an estimated 520,000 rand. That's the jackpot today. I'm struggling to even say it. What a way to turn your week around. You can get your tickets now in store. You can go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking app, or you can dial *120 *7529# for all USSD. Really is easy. And as always, we'll keep the details up on the Expresso social media pages so you can check them out and then just get yourself in the running, please. 520,000 rand is sitting, waiting to be grabbed in our daily lotto jackpot. Why should it not be yours? Hey, how can you rock up when the 520,000 rand is up for grabs?
Because why not?
Because why not? And what an amazing start to the show.
It's only been 1 hour and I've got a smile on either side of my cheeks because, wow, girl power is here among every single category. It's so beautiful. So let's see what else is still on the menu to come. Well, we have to get into talking about digital nomads.
Yeah.
This is something that has been a buzzword across social media and in conversation. It's all about the rising, or at least the frustration around on the rising prices of rental in Cape Town. It's all good and well to have tourism and to have people explore the mother city and beyond. But if I can't afford to live here,
exactly,
that doesn't make any sense.
And I'm wondering if there's a secondary spend knock-on effect to the people living here, bringing commerce in, but does that offset what it costs us on the other side?
Exactly.
Interesting questions. In fact, if I had comedian Keenan Surf here, I would ask him that, because as much as he is ridiculously funny, there is an old soul there. There was a wisdom there that I just loved. He had a profound effect on me, and I got to spend an afternoon with him whipping up one of his favorite dishes that is so delicious and it's surprising. It involves fish fingers.
Oh, I love that. Lots of nostalgia just hit me when you said it. Well, we'll see you straight after this with all those details.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And yes, we've done entertainment, but let's have some real conversation right now. As we know, Cape Town has long been a global favorite, famous for its absolute beauty and also the lifestyle to go along with that. And growing international appeal, there's no denying it. We've seen it everywhere. But beneath the stunning views, a serious issue is actually emerging. Now, locals are being priced out of their city. And as more remote workers, as well as digital nomads settle in here, the cost of living is rising, and it's affecting many of us and sparking a lot of tension between long-time residents and then also the newcomers that we would otherwise want to welcome in. And today we'll explore what's really behind this change and ask the burning questions: who actually gets to stay and who's being left behind? So joining us to unpack it all is property law expert Dr. Giselle Levita, and also we have the gorgeous presenters from Good FM Weekends. We've got Irma G as well as Noni Khadebe. Welcome, ladies. Thank you for being here. Very important conversation we've got to get into. Digital nomads has been a buzzword I've seen everywhere, but let's get down to the basics of it. What is a digital nomad, and why does it have such a visceral effect when people start talking about it, Doc?
Well, I think digital nomads have always been around, but well, when we define a digital nomad, we mean somebody who's not a local, but they earn enough money to be able to work here. And the cost of living is a lot less expensive here compared to their home country.
Right.
So our current situation is that, of course, Cape Town is great. We know it's the best city in the world, recently voted. So a lot of people are moving here because they want to enjoy a quality of life that they couldn't enjoy at home.
Right.
So the issue now is that they have more money than locals. Even if you're one of the top earners in our country, you can't compete with somebody who's earning in euros, pounds, dollars. So that's the issue. They can now live in the Atlantic seaboard. And growing up, we were always promised, go to school, get a good degree. And then you're going to live in the nice areas. You're going to go to the beach, all of these things. but that's not a promise that we can enjoy anymore.
Wow. Okay, thank you for explaining that. I mean, Irma, you've been in the mother city for a minute now. I know you've explored other cities, you've come back home. You've obviously spoken to a lot of people that live in Cape Town too, and maybe have heard some of the frustrations from the ground of people not even being able to afford their rent because it's gone up because of this phenomenon. So what are some of the stories that you've been hearing?
Look, it's not easy, and it never is, particularly in a situation like that. But I think with such a high rate of unemployment in our city,
Sure.
you know, a lot of people, first and foremostly, don't know that they too can be a digital nomad.
That's also
I have a friend currently who works for an overseas company, and he works from home, which is great. But we have so many unemployed people who are not tapping into that. So we need to start that conversation at a later date also. But more importantly, the fact that there are so many people who can't afford to flat out buy a house or a flat or be in a stable situation. Like that's really not cool. And it's something that definitely needs to be re-looked at, because what is government going to do about securing for us first as well, because we've all been in the struggle, right? We've all fought hard for this. We've all voted. Every single time you go to the voting poll and you make your eggs, but what do we get in return for it? And the frustration is nothing really. And that's sad if you think about it.
Sure. I don't want to think about it too much even, because it's our realities. It's like, this is really the life that we've worked so hard and got degrees for. I mean, you can barely afford a cup of coffee now. You know what I'm saying? Never mind matcha. Noni, let's come to you a little bit. I mean, you on air every single day, 5 to 6 a.m. in the morning, on the weekends now as well. What sort of things have listeners even been saying? It's calling in saying, you know, this is my frustration.
So, I mean, just hopping off what Irma said, especially among the youth, there's a lot of frustration. Because a lot of us have had to forfeit these dreams of having our own apartments, you know, before getting married and having that 50-50 kind of, you know, situation, split. So there's been a lot of frustration in terms of that, and also having to find places that are further away from the city. And then you have to consider things like safety, you have to consider things like travel, you know, closeness to opportunities as well. So yeah, a lot of listeners are just, they understand the importance of tourism and how, you know, these nomads are actually pouring into our economy, but at the same time they're like, we are getting pushed out of our own city. So yeah, it's quite a huge, rife issue, especially among the youth.
It's like forced removal in 2025. It's actually quite a scary reality. But I wonder, Doc, is there maybe like a happy medium where we do understand and we can support the move and push for digital nomads and the benefit of tourism in the country, but also that we are not on the downside of?
I think in a large sense, we have villainized digital nomads. But of course they want to live here. It makes sense. Why wouldn't you want to live here? Especially if you have all of this money. You're rich here and you're not rich at home. It makes perfect sense. But it's a systemic issue. It's not just them. It's the fact that our laws have not adequately addressed this. There's policy gaps in terms of regulating short-term rentals. But there's also profit maximization from the side of property owners.
That's the thing. So the conversation definitely needs to be had both ways. Because, I mean, I see this so many times in my neighborhood. So people have their house, right? And then they have a garage attached to it. And so what happens? You pay somebody else from another country to come and run a corner shop, a tuck shop from your garage. So they pay you rent. You get something out of it. If you're giving somebody else maybe from here the opportunity to do that, then maybe okay. But yeah, we have to have so many conversations.
A round table just with everybody.
You can't just blame the one person who came here because Cape Town's beautiful, because she is. She's cute.
We love her.
But it is an all-encompassing thought. But my wish for our country is that we no longer like hurry up and catch up, but we try and be proactive about certain things.
I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great way to wrap up part one of this very interesting conversation that, yes, needs to continue. And if you would like to participate, maybe you are a digital nomad and you're watching going, it's me, am I the problem? Send us a voice note. We would love to hear your side of the story as well. Or like you were saying about being a property person, if you are that and you're saying, you know what, it benefits me, we would love to hear from you as well on our WhatsApp line. So please do get in touch. Otherwise, on our Facebook, you can find that number on screen right now. You can find us at Expresso Show. Part 2 coming your way soon.
Now, if you happen to own your own home here in South Africa, we know that's a massive investment. It requires a lot of help and maybe some expert advice at critical moments. It's time for another episode of Handy Heroes. Oh man, and these guys are heroes. This week, the pros at Buco in Nelspruit reveal why Plascon Velvaglow is their top pick. High-quality paint. It's water-based enamel that's tough enough for literally any space. We've seen it in the ads, even bathrooms and showers. It'll stand up. And their top DIY tip, don't cut corners. Invest in quality from the start for results that truly last. I'm going to listen to these guys. Let's take a listen.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Buco Nelspruit in Mpumalanga.
We are one of the biggest and most historic hardware stores in the Lowveld. We serve our community for many years and we are very proud to be part of that. And we strive to help every customer that we have in our store. What makes me proud to be part of Buco Nelspruit is our unique buzz that we have in store. When you walk into our store, you feel the energy, you feel the passion, you feel everything that a customer needs to feel to have a pleasant experience. We have a very special bond with our customers. Some of our customers that have been with us for many years. We know our customers by name. They are not just a number to us. We are very passionate, we are very connected with our customers, and we strive to give them all of the best service all the time. Buco Nelspruit is the best hardware store in my eyes for our passion, for our community involvement, for our service, and just our overall awesomeness. Plascon has great ISSPs that help install all of our customers, and we have experience and are honest about the products. What I love about the Plascon brand is Plascon has great tinting facilities, which ensures a quality product. My favorite Plascon product is the water-based Velvaglow. It's a high-quality paint that can be used almost anywhere, even in bathrooms and showers. My DIY tip for you is do not cut corners. Let your paint dreams begin with Buco Nelspruit.
Today's Handy Heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together we've got this.
Because it is a team effort. Thank you to that amazing team at Buco and Nelspruit and to all the handy heroes. We appreciate you. Now, of course, if you are looking for your own living space here in Cape Town, you might be pushed out by a digital nomad. Now, we're not wanting to vilify digital nomads, but they are capitalizing on opportunity in the South African rental market that we South Africans are often being denied. So we're going to delve into what does it mean to be a digital nomad and what does it mean for the South African rental market? Can you afford to rent in your own town? We'll continue to chew on that gristle in just a moment. Then I had the great pleasure of meeting Keenan Surf, a phenomenal comedian, but just a lovely human being who takes me down his beautiful nostalgic journey with a recipe that is going to tick every box. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show indeed. Thank you for spending your wonderful Monday morning with us as we get into the second half of this conversation all around the housing debate in Cape Town. And it can feel like a bit of a tug of war with the locals on one end and tourism, profit, and even policy at the other end. But it doesn't have to be that way, all right? At least we're hoping so, because we're now shift gears from problems to possibilities, maybe solutions. How do we ensure fairness without shutting the door on opportunity? That is definitely a great question to ask. And how do you plan for the future without, of course, losing the soul of the city? And yes, Cape Town has so much soul, which is why we brought in experts today to talk about this. Property law expert, Dr. Giselle Levita, and as well as our wonderful Good FM family. Two presenters from the weekend. We've got Irma G and Noni Khadebe. So welcome back, ladies. Thank you so much for continuing this conversation and marching on, because this is something that we do need to raise in casual conversation, right? Until we find solutions or possibilities. Doc, let's talk a little bit more about Airbnb. So this is a conversation that's also gone around talking about short-term rentals, right? And considering them as commercial property being viable in that space. So what is the debate going on there?
Well, actually, our government has differentiated between commercial use of property in the sense that you're running your property entirely as a business. And they've said that, so it was the tourism department that is responsible for regulating short-term rentals. And they've said, if you are running your short-term rental as a business, we will treat you as a business. But they've acknowledged the need for people to be able to earn money off their property. It's a property entitlement to be able to make an income.
Right.
So in most recent discussions in the Tourism Portfolio Committee meetings, they've been discussing the idea of perhaps a 90-day cap, where people can use their property for short-term rentals for 90 days. But if you want to do longer than that, then you'll be treated like a business. The danger of commercial use of property, or classifying it as commercial use of property, is that we no longer have protection like the Rental Housing Act or the Prevention of Illegal Eviction Act. And we saw that incident in Camps Bay where the house was being occupied. And so having access to those protections is really important. So there's something to have to be considered in that regard. But so far, our government's stance is if you're running it like a business, we plan to treat you like a business.
Okay, I mean, that's good to hear. I've seen other tensions rise in other cities like Mexico and Lisbon as well. And I wonder if there's anything that we can borrow from them that they've done right, or how they've sort of managed the space. I don't know if you guys have heard anything that you'd like to contribute in that regard. Doc?
Take this.
Doc, do you want to?
Yeah, well, currently, I just lived in Spain last year.
Yes, tell us more.
And so I stayed in Madrid where they had signs up saying tourists go home.
Wow.
In Barcelona, people actually got attacked because of how upset the locals were about lack of affordable housing. Because the situation there is you could share a room with 4 other people, like an apartment with 4 other people, and we'd pay 12,500 rand.
Sure.
Which is actually not very different to current prices in Cape Town in the Atlantic seaboard. So we can see that the issues that they face there, we could very easily face here. So places like London, what they've done is implemented a 90-night rule, where they say, if you want to do more than 90 nights, you need to register. And what they've done, interestingly, is they've paired with short-term rental platforms like Airbnb, so that they ensure that their 90-day limit is kept.
Absolutely. I think that a lot of the time we look for a target when there's a problem, and if we find somebody within arm's reach, that's where all the hate goes. So if we see somebody exploring Cape Town, I've seen it all the time on TikTok and Instagram, you go to the comment section and the hate is so crazy. Where in a country like South Africa, that took me aback, because I thought we're such a warm country. We're always welcoming people, saying how beautiful our cities are that we've been crowned #1 in. So, I mean, really, I'm trying to find this middle ground between saying, yes, come through, we love Cape Town, we want to show you more about it, and then having those regulations and saying, you know what, come, but then leave again at the same time.
So I know that some places or some countries actually have tourist visas, cutoff days. So if you're a digital nomad, you're here for, as doctors touched on, 90 days. After that, you need to reapply. You know, so that's something that could be considered. And like you said, there's quite a huge outrage on TikTok right now, specifically when it comes to young influencers, young people with a voice, with platforms, saying we are getting pushed out of our own lease agreements, we're getting pushed out of our own city. So yeah, it's a conversation that has to be had, and people need to, well, not people, but the youth and everyone who's affected actually needs to be heard, not just, listened to.
And heard beyond social media too. I think in real spaces, like you said, where policy gets implemented and activated, that's where change really needs to happen.
But also frustration is real.
Yeah.
You know, it's a tangible thing. Because how dare you tell me you're in my city, you're in this beautiful place, and you do these beautiful screenshots, and then on the flip side, you complain about the service. And, girl. I have words to say that I can't say here, but that's the thing. But I think what we need to do is to take the best of all situations worldwide and to see if there's a way to cohesively put them together for ourselves. I mean, I like the 90-day rule, but how do we enforce that? You know, so like you say that they have these agreements with the Airbnbs, but you've got to get those people to buy into that as well. But if I own a property and I really don't see the problem with it, and I'm getting my money, am I really going to sign up for something?
Do you know what I'm saying?
So it's,
that I'm benefiting from.
It's a terrible seesaw situation you find yourself in. But I always think that, I mean, look, I've been on this planet for a while, and I'm the youngest. That was too much.
Graham.
I'm the youngest of 7 kids, right? And I've seen how all my siblings have been in relationships, for instance. And I'm like, I can take that. That's good. No, I don't want that. And you find what works and you try and implement. I think that's what we as a country need to do, politically speaking, and especially when it comes to enforcing laws.
And formally really, so as well, so that there is evidence that this has happened.
100%.
So, Doc, the balance, where are we meeting? What is the middle? What is from today the way forward that we can even find peace at?
So the global perspective is a cap on the number of days that short-term rentals should operate. And it's the global approach for a reason, because it works. So that's a balance between ensuring that people can make money off their property and we still promote the tourism industry. But our locals also have affordable housing. After all, it will only be a sustainable city if it's sustainable for locals.
Absolutely. That's a great way to end it. Only sustainable if it is sustainable for us sitting on this couch, for the locals. Because yes, you can visit and enjoy yourself as a digital nomad, but realize the impact that that has way beyond the 90 days that you have left behind. So thank you, ladies, so much. What a great conversation, and hopefully we'll continue on the online and policy space going forward.
And this is probably going to be the most irritating thing I've said all week. I know it's still early days and a gross oversimplification, but don't hate the player, hate the game. I think we need to go back to the drawing board and look at that bigger picture. Now, I know someone who would have thought of something far more funny to say, Keenan Surf, and I get to connect to this man in the coolest way right now, who says simple can't be sensational. Fish fingers on bread with Mrs. Ball's chutney. If you know, you know. And for comedian Keenan Surf, it's more than just a lunch. It's a bite of his childhood, and it takes us both back there. That lekker, no-frills flavor that takes you right back. And I had a beautiful privilege to join him in firing up the memories to bring flavor to the table, and a lot of it. So I want to take a look now at how we brought this throwback to life, and it was delicious. Isn't it amazing how the tiniest taste of something, just a morsel, can take us straight back to our family kitchen, the heart of the home where it all began. And today I have been invited over by Keenan Surf to enjoy something that reminds him of those family holidays in Cape Town, and I like the sound of it. Fish fingers and Mrs. Balls, the perfect combo. I just hope we can do it justice.
This is special to me just because it brings so much memories of my grandma's cooking. She would cook for me, And my friends, he would make his fish fingers by his house, and he would sometimes stand on the corner with our bread like this, and it would feel like we were on top of the world. I learned a lot of cooking skills from my grandma, and now being able to be here to make this here feels like I'm paying homage to my grandma as well. My bro, I hope you like fish fingers, eh?
Ooh, well, I've never had them like this. Okay, I won't lie, because I think you're kind of an authentic dude. You're not going to accept that kind of nonsense. But it took me a while to come around, because my mom didn't like fish fingers.
Oh, is it?
But all my friends would have them, and every time I went for a sleepover or something else, I'd be like, oh, great. Thanks. Oh, thanks, Mrs. Jones. I love this. But I've grown a fondness. My wife's from the UK, and they are fish finger crazy there.
Yes,
fish finger sandwiches.
Chippy chips. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, where do we begin?
Okay, so what we're going to start with, we're going to add the mayo.
I suppose a slaw isn't a slaw without mayo. Okay,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then we're going to have the spring onion, you know?
Right.
Yeah, because they like to spring into action. Okay, all right, no one, just me? All right. The trouble starter, the lemon juice, the salt and pepper. Of course, Mrs. Paul's chutney.
Is there an official measurement on the Mrs. Paul's?
We measure on bottles.
Okay.
Today we're going to add 1 bottle. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add the cabbage, yeah? And then we're going to add the carrots.
It's amazing how just one bite, one smell of a favorite meal can take you back there. And often it feels like the walls of the world are closing in. You just need that comfort. So when we talk about comfort food, this is what I mean. And with a little help from Mrs. Balls, even the humble fish finger gets that elevation. I cannot wait to taste this.
I can't wait for my grandma to see this. My grandma's gonna roast me like the chicken she makes on a Sunday. Thank you very much for going on this journey with me.
I love you, man.
I love you too, man. Let's go. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
My word.
Yeah, no. Very, very lekker. Yeah. My skills are so amazing. Yeah.
Oh, dude, you might be in danger of actually having a cooking show, or you and your grand.
I won't leave my grand. I won't leave my Uma out. My Uma has to be there.
You are just a ridiculously funny human being, and I know it's kind of your job.
Thank you.
But you have kind of an authentic way about you that I hope more people get to plug into what you are doing.
I appreciate that, man.
What is the next platform? Have you got anything big coming up? When can we see you on a stage?
The biggest show of my career is coming up right now. It's the 30th of August, Baxter Concert Hall. I joked my way out, that's my show's name. That's 638 seats. Tickets are on web tickets, and it's 120 Rand.
So from the Mrs. Balls family to your family, and I think Mrs. Balls probably in all of our families, hopefully this has just reminded you how one little taste can take you back there to your family kitchen, to your Oma, to that person that's helped guided your culinary journey, but most importantly, that connection. And I feel like we've had an amazing connection today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, man.
Can I just say thank you to Keenan. Thank you to Keenan's family for producing Keenan, because he is an absolute gem. But I had such a profound afternoon spending time with you. There is so much history and love, social commentary. For a comedian, I think he is gold. I think we need him. Absolutely love the time. So Keenan, thank you so much, brother. I love you, guy.
And also that sandwich looked banging.
Oh, my
it looked
word.
so good.
There's before and after you have tasted that sandwich. I'm sorry. It's changed fish fingers for me forever.
Wow, the humble fish finger, but of course elevated with Mrs. Balls. We love to see it. I hope that you will try that too. But listen, still to come on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We know this weekend is something so exciting. It is Mother's Day. We are celebrating the mothers and mother figures in our lives, and we want to make sure that we gift her just right. So we're going to look at a couple of sleepwear options to make sure that when your mom puts her head on her pillow, she's comfortable.
Snuggle warning, snuggle alert. Yes, there will be lots of Mother's Day cuddles, and then we're going to wrap you all in one big Mother's Day hug. Mujahid has been warming up his voice. Oh, I don't know if that voice needs to even be warmed up. It's like a jet engine that just goes on. He is sounding exquisite. The ensemble are sounding amazing. We are in for an absolute treat, Mother's Day or not. I want you to bring your mothers closer to the TV. We'll see you now.
Wow.
Optimize your gut health with Phytoceutics range of pre, pro, and postbiotics. Use code EXPRESSO for 15% off at phytoceutics.com.
It's my feel good. It's my feel good breakfast show.
It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. Listen, what better way to spend Mother's Day than wrapped in comfort? I can't think of anything better. From plush fleece slippers to silky, soft sleepwear. Say that 5 times fast. Woolworths has everything to make your Mom's Day super special and also a beautiful, perfect reality for you. So we've got our stylist, Taryn Opelnell, who's here to showcase the ultimate Mother's Day spoils and looking the part too. I mean this is unfair. I'm going to talk to the powers that be. Please stand up and give us a 360.
I will give you I rolled out of bed this morning.
Wow, Taryn.
Came right here to tell you all about this.
I've never been more jealous in my life. Okay, you look absolutely comfortable and beautiful. I love that we also don't have to compromise on looking good because, you know, sometimes you're in that T-shirt that's a couple of years old, got holes in it. No. We're stepping it up. The ratty one. We are stepping it up and looking great because I think when we think about our moms, we really hope their ultimate dream can become a reality of just enjoying themselves and
relaxing.
having the day off.
Exactly.
Yes, they never get to do this. So how do we ensure that our mothers are fully relaxed on Mother's Day?
I mean, it's so simple. People say predictable, I say thoughtful. Sleepwear is like the epitome of encouraging your mom to relax and take the day off and put her feet up. So there's so much on offer. I mean, I'm going to fall right asleep. I feel so comfy and cozy and warm. But there's so much to look forward to gift your mom. Should we have a look?
Yes, please.
Okay, so
tease me with a good time.
A lot of sort of matching sets. I mean, I love a flannel. The check's really cute, but then you've also got all these little prints on just to remind your mama that you love her so much. For the teenage moms out there, this is actually quite funny. It says she is mommy, umama, mama, mama, and bruh.
Bruh. I'm pretty sure many mothers have been called bruh.
Right? Yeah.
I love those.
So that's also really great. And then there's also, oh, look how cute this is.
Oh, I like this.
The Cool Moms Club.
She's not a regular mom. She's a cool mom.
Exactly. And then, of course, you can't forget about all the fleeces, really soft.
So this is a checked version of the fleece.
Yes. So what I love about all these pajamas, the sets, is that you can buy them separately.
Right.
So you can mix and match them. There's also what I'm wearing right now is the waffle. So, I mean, we love the pink. It's really cute. And then obviously tying it all together with the comfort of a gown. I said this earlier, it feels like I'm wearing a blanket. That's exactly what it feels like. It's literally called the cozy gown for good reason. It is so soft.
So wow.
I mean, we also
now I am officially jealous. That is
I'm sorry. Next time I'll give you an invite to the pajama party.
Thank you. I appreciate you thinking of me.
Yeah, there's so many colors. Of course, your creams, which is also really nice, and then
the blue.
Pops of color, which is also really cool. I love to call this a cornflower blue.
I like that.
And just like the gowns, there's also really plush blankets and throws, just as soft as that.
My goodness.
And then to finish it all off, why not? A pair of slippers. I'm wearing some
cute
little pom-pom ones.
I like that.
Yeah, how nice.
I love these.
Super, super warm, fluffy, cozy.
Oh, our moms deserve,
They
man.
do.
I know they're holding on to those pantoffels from 25 years ago. No, let's gift them.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful, but they also were used as weapons. We know that.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Flown across the room. Stop it, mothers. Stop it. Okay, beautiful options here. Let's see it on some bodies. Let's bring in our models.
So we all love a twinning moment. How adorable is this? I mean, what a great gift idea for a little girl to gift her mom, and then they can just be twinning and be cute together. So they've obviously paired it with some gowns to complement the floral print. I'm sure they feel just as cozy as me.
Yeah.
And then finishing off with some fluffy slippers.
Oh, I like it. And I like the pink theme as well. I think it's so important to keep the femininity, keep the girliness.
Yes, of
and
course.
yes, me and me. Thank you so much, guys. That looks so cute. Do we have anything else? No. Okay, just the two models today.
Yes.
I love it. I've been eyeing this one right in the middle, right? It's like a cream next to the print that we just saw. What is that? I need to know what this is.
So I was going to wear this today, but then I arrived and you weren't dressed in pajamas, and then I thought that I would just look ridiculous because where's my other bestie?
Where's your other bestie?
No.
Besties forever. This is
I know, how
cute. I would get this with my mom.
My mom is my bestie, let's be honest. So that is a really great option. Little teddy bear situation.
100%. And it's so beautiful. Like, the older you get, the more you start appreciating your mom more.
100%.
And you're just like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry,
I'm so
Mom.
sorry for everything
For
I've ever done.
everything that I put you through. I get it. I completely get it. Do you have plans for Mother's Day?
Oh, of course, we cannot do Mother's Day without a good lunch.
Oh, come on.
I love treating my mom to some lunch, whether it's at a restaurant or cooking at home, and I'm actually cooking at home this year, so I am. I love cooking. I love
now
cooking.
that she's married, she's showing off. Please, putting us to
It's
shame
the wife
here.
vibes.
It is the wife. What's on the menu?
Oh, girl, I love a chicken.
Oh, I love chicken.
There's going to be chicken, lots of vegetables. My mom taught me right. Some
Desserts?
gravy. My sister is really good at making a peppermint tart.
Oh, yes.
So that's what we're going to have for dessert for sure.
Let's agree that everybody's going to be in their pajamas at the table eating, right?
I mean, I'm inspired now.
Yes.
So I think that's a really good call.
Everybody with their besties gear. So incredibly cute. I still have to figure out my Mother's Day plans, but I definitely want to take my mom for her nails and her hair.
Stunning.
As long as this is sorted, I'm going to grab this. Also,
You're
Mom,
already- yeah,
this
you're
one
already
is
sorted.
for you, Mother dearest. We love you. Listen, it's all about spoiling your mother with ultra soft sleepwear this Mother's Day. And you get 30% off women's sleepwear, slippers and gowns. And it all goes down until this Sunday, the 11th of May. So even you last-minute shoppers, we've got you covered. So make sure that you shop the offer. At Woolworths, you could do so in-store, online and on the app.
When I'm choosing a winter coat, I like something that's got a bit of detail already, something that looks like a complete outfit. And who doesn't love a hoodie?
I love winter fashion. Anything that gives you that feeling of like a big hug.
Oh, well, let's continue to blanket you in love this morning. And with Mother's Day, yes, just around the corner, the incredible Mujahid, George, Alistair, Itzobel and Noah Abrams are taking the stage to perform in just a moment a Mother's Day medley. But right now, we are going to get, I think, my favorite ever, Bryan Adams' song. It's an absolute devotion to our mothers. And there you can see where you need to take your mother on the 11th of May. It's going to be an incredible celebration with some of the sweetest voices. And yes, there will be a lot of love there as well. But we're going to feel that love on another level right now. Gentlemen, the stage is yours.
Oh, thank you very much. How exciting this is. We are so ready to rock and roll, ladies and gentlemen. The next song that I'm about to do is a song by the great legend himself, Bryan Adams, and it's called Everything I Do. This one is for the moms.
Look into my eyes and you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart and search your soul. When you find me there, you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. You know it's true. It's everything I do it for you. Now look into your eyes and you would find there is nothing there to hide. sake of my life, 'cause I would give it all and die with sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. 'Cause you know it's true, it's everything I do. I do it for you. Oh, yeah, baby. There is no love like your love. I know others that can give me more love. There is nowhere unless you're there all the time, all the way it's not worth trying for. I just can't help it. There's nothing in the world I'd more. 'Cause I would fight for you, then I'd lie for you, I'd work the while for you. Yes, I'd die for you. 'Cause you know it's true. It's everything I do. Oh, no, 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 no. I do it for you.
George, gentlemen, please take a bow. The 11th of May. Oh, you get to spend a couple of hours in their company. Bring your mom, please. Oh, you can take yourself. It's okay. Fairbairn College, web tickets is where you can get the tickets. How did that feel, man?
Oh, it felt revival. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, man, we are blessed to have you here, which is why we've got to have a little bit of fun. We're going to play a round of quick-fire questions.
All right.
Okay?
Sure.
And luckily, like the rest of us, you don't have to think at all to answer those questions. It can get very revealing. You can add a couple of your own quick-fire questions on the socials. We'll see you now.
is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, and we are smiling, we're feeling good, hearts like custard, because that performance, listen, if you missed it, Askis, I'm sorry, because it was so good. Hopefully we'll have some more coming your way, but if not, you'll have to, of course, get your tickets for incredible events coming your way. If you are this side of the world, make sure 11 May, this is where you're going to be. And if you happen to find yourself in Australia or New Zealand, make sure you get your ticket that side to enjoy the goodness. But right now, it is time for some quick fire questions. When you have music icons in the building, it's the only thing to do, okay? We've got Lukman here, we've got Alice here, we still have Majid in the building, we've got Noor Abrams as well as myself. So let's get into this. Really excited to be asking you guys. Don't think about it too much, okay? That's the #1 rule, whatever comes.
Paul Simon.
Yes, that was right. How did you know? No, I'm kidding. All right, let me start on this side of the couch.
Okay.
Okay, Majid, what excites you most about performing in Australia and New Zealand?
I think it's my first, it's probably because it's the first time I'm going over there, and I know that it's going to be a great welcome simply because we've got South Africans there, and as you know, South Africans know how to jaw, so
yes,
I'm happy about that.
I like that. We do like to party, eh?
Yeah.
It's just like in our blood. We can't help ourselves.
Party, we make any place a party.
This is the thing.
Any day, Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, that's what it is.
And we don't know how to conclude said party.
We don't know how to stop.
We don't know how to stop.
We don't know.
Therefore, just keep going. Alice, I'm going to come to you. I know you love the word...
No.
You love the word legacy, you said earlier. So I'm going to have to ask you, though, define and describe your legacy in a sentence.
Mine, simple. My footprint on this planet and what I've now accomplished is all things of the past, and what I do right now is important. Not only the past is important, the present is important, but what is more important is to be present in your future, because all of that present and past is behind you. It's about what is happening now, going forward. That's important, and that's legacy for me.
I like that. You see why I asked him the question, right? Exactly, Lukman. That's why I went there. That's why I went there.
And yesterday, and the past and the present.
The present right now. Presently, let me ask you, what do you believe the Cape Town flair and flavour is that you bring to your performances?
My performance, Listen, I've got a Malay background, so I always tend to go to that cultural sort of sound, the karinkels, and how I sort of do a song. I never try and do a song the way the original artist does it. I do it my own version, and I think that's what makes it different and special.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen all of you guys perform in the audience.
But I was the best out of all four of them. I fully
Between
agree.
you and me, yeah.
Thank you.
Got you. Now, let me ask you, what is it like performing with these gents? I mean, what energy do you feel comes to the table?
Nice.
Well, it's a complete nightmare working with them.
Well done, honesty.
Somehow we get through it. But, but it's a blessing to work with such professionals, seasonal professionals, and you know, with a rich history of the art that they've been.
You just call them old now, or what?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the both of them are
He's 2 years younger than us. I don't know why he's carrying on
the
like
both
this.
of them are Sir Lawrence Olivier Awards winners, and so to work with them is just a blessing. With this young man over here as well, he is just a breath of fresh air whenever he performs. So to work with them is just beautiful. I love working with them every day. I wish I could work with them in Australia, New Zealand, but I wasn't invited. I'm just saying.
Oh, well, this is actually why I've gathered you guys here today. Squash the beef right now.
Just tell people where you're actually going.
Yes, he mustn't lie, because he's saving the rest of the world while we're only going to 2 countries.
Oh, so you actually haven't been invited to these?
Fortunately, I landed a contract where I'll be working on a cruise liner from now until the next, February next year.
Yeah. Wow.
And I'll be working the American coast, the East Coast, and then we'll be going to Canada and over to North Europe.
We are
and
in
back again. Then to the Caribbean.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Legacy.
And you're all going where? Australia?
Just Australia.
It's a very nice place.
They'll tell you about it when you come back, not even then. All right, I had another question for you, Lukman. How long does it take to do your hair?
I wake up like this. In the morning. I mean,
Beyonce.
No, but be for real.
For real, about 20 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's it. And I've got a stylist, and she comes in and she does this.
Wow!
Yeah.
I like that. Every day?
Every day.
That's incredible. You need to learn to do your own hair.
It's vat te lank, man. No,
I know, I
like
get
sitting there and
I
she does
get
the things.
you.
And,
Spoiled.
No, treat yourself.
Yes, but it looks great.
And how long does your hair take?
Gel and a comb. You should try mine. I don't take any time.
Just a hat and we're good to go. A hat is always the solution, like especially in winter. Hat, a beanie, we're good to go. I love it. Okay, let's talk about your international fans that you're going to be touching, or local fans internationally. What do you hope they'll take away from the performance?
A lot of South Africa. I think that's the most important thing. For us to give them what Cape Town is all about, and hopefully we're going to bring a little home back to them. So that to me is the most important. I think for us, that's the most exciting part as well.
Oh, I love that. I'll come back to you, Alistair. When it comes to entertaining the crowds, right? I know you guys always bring a little bit of humour into everything. Do you think that's important to make people feel lighthearted and laugh and enjoy themselves while they're enjoying you?
Well, I think, as I said to you earlier, it's about being so in touch with who you are.
Yes.
All the other fluff is nonsense. It's about presenting yourself as who you are so that people tangibly experience the culture that you are presenting and giving, and you are gifting them as much as they are gifting you. So it's about being completely natural and who you are.
Sure.
That is the most fundamental thing which brings integrity to your performance.
Oh, I love
and myself
that.
and Alistair, we've been there for quite a few times, and we already know that they're going to be enjoying it. You can be singing Willy Wally or just anything. The sense of Cape Town, I don't know what it is, but or if you do Dina Kanakina, they're like, oh yeah, we haven't had this for a while. So it's lekker to be able to give them that kind of joy.
But it's also respectful in terms of making sure that you exceed their expectation. Because as much as it's a jewel, you've got to make sure that they remember that for a long time. So for the both of us having experience, it is also getting the guys also to understand there's a certain expectation, while it can be losbandig in termen van jou lekkerheid, maar jy moet ernstig wees in termen van die verantwoordelikheid wat jy met jou performance gaat doen.
Absolutely, it still is an active service. Yeah, you must throw out the big words. It's Expresso. It's Expresso. That's what we do here. Absolutely, I think it is a big responsibility, and you can't take that lightly when you step onto a stage. So beautifully said. Nude, what's your favorite song to perform?
My favorite song to perform is...
It's like a jukebox.
So any Bruno Mars?
Actually not, though.
No?
I love Bruno Mars, but I'm not a big Bruno Mars fan. I'm more like the Manhattans, Engelbert Humperdinck, you know, the Righteous Brothers, that kind of stuff.
The legacy.
There we go. There we go. Maybe... no, not Baby Gaga. No.
Baby Shark.
If I asked you to sing your favorite verse, will you?
Yes, you will.
Yes, you will. Thank you.
Oh, my love.
Yes.
My darling, I've hungered for your touch.
Yes.
Alone. Oh, lonely time.
Yeah, stop it. Thank you.
And that's exactly why you need to definitely put your money over here, all right? Because this is what you want to see. Just a taste of what you can see come 11 May and come from Cape Town to the world. All those details will also be up on our Expresso social pages. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
This is such a pleasure. And good luck with the rest of 2025.
With your world tour, Noor.
Thank you. Thank you.
Actually,
it's going to be lovely.
Good luck with yours. We can't wait to see more performances from them. For now, though, we're heading to the kitchen.
Yep, and we want more simplicity in the kitchen, please. Simple, fresh, and open to endless creativity. Avo on toast never gets old. It is a classic for a reason, and it's become a canvas for flavor. And today's vibrant and crunchy take is no exception. We are introducing today the Avo Mayo Feta and Fresh Veg on toast. It is delicious. We're using whole wheat. And I say we because I'm going to be inviting a very good old friend into the studio. Irma G is here. I'm sorry I said good old friend. Whenever I talk about myself and someone says, it's my old friend, you know what I'm saying. But you gave me my first guffaw with your trips around the planet thing this morning, so I love you for that. Now, I've still got a few years on you, I reckon, in this space. So I'm going to try to mentor you. Okay, through our... Are you an Avo on toast kind of a gal?
Totes.
Hey, really?
Absolutely, 100%.
Because it's healthy and it tastes great. And can you get your kids to eat it?
And it's the good kind of fats that you need. Not my daughter, but my son definitely will devour everything here.
Beautiful. You can take, we'll put it, barakat, you can gooi, bucky, take it home, and it'll be great. And yes, of course, your children can't eat the same thing because that could be easy, and there's nothing easy about parenting, okay?
Then why would I be here?
Exactly. We challenge ourselves. So this is delicious, and I like the fact that this can transfer into, we can do wraps, you can add this to a salad, whatever, but you're on the duty of making our avo mayo, okay? So you're going, don't look so nervous. I've seen you step into a boxing ring. Okay, I know the metal that is there.
We're going to have the conversation later.
Exactly.
All right, tell me what to do.
Okay, so you're going to just add everything into our blender. We've got a little bit of vinegar. We've got our olive oil, very much how you would build, I suppose, a mayo.
Yeah.
And build it up. We're going to just whip it together. Salt and pepper. For me, black pepper and salt, a very good friend of avocado, especially black pepper. It just seems to bring out the best flavors. You can do as much as you want because the avo is going to shine. That is garlic powder.
Ooh,
and garlic powder we use in almost everything. If you want to kind of bring the sauce around your chicken to the next level, just coat your chicken pieces in that. Absolutely love it. But the star of the show going into our blender right now, our avo. This is like gold for me. Avos are not just delicious, they are versatile. We've proven this on the show. Available almost all year round, which is amazing. So avo season has stretched, making them the perfect everyday meal. And whether you choose green skin that stay green when ripe, just remember that, or the dark skin that turn that purple-black color when ripe, rest assured they are equally delicious and nutritious. Okay, you're going to pop it on. Okay. Let's do this. You are so nervous. You're making me nervous around our...
This is not my ministry.
Here we go. Look at that. Whoa. And we have a term called rustic, okay?
Is that the chunky bar? I love that.
My meals are always rustic. I think that looks pretty good.
Yeah, it should be.
Because we wanted to have a bit of texture, and you can use your brute strength to get that off. Well done.
I got you.
That looks great, actually. So now the real trick is decanting this into that little dish there. Okay.
But you want me to do that,
Yeah,
rather?
no, that's the possible thing, and you're going to try and get just a little bit of that
Don't tell me
out.
I can't do something, because I'll show you I will.
I've seen you before. You forget. I've known you for many years, girl. Okay, that looks absolutely exquisite. And then it's up to you to stack. And what I like about this is you can make it how you like it. Okay. And I think we often eat healthy for the sake of, and we forget about enjoyment and nutrition kind of being the same.
For me, the most important thing is how it looks.
Because we've got kids, right?
Yeah,
and they need to enjoy it. Okay, 100%. So do you want to go closed sandwich or open sandwich? How are you feeling?
Definitely open.
Okay. Spread it around. Make sure we've got a little bit of something for everybody, and then you can make it look how you want it to look. And that's the versatility of the avo. They can be a satisfying part of an energy-controlled diet because they're all the right kind of fats. Fats, as Irma said, mono-unsaturated fats found in avos can help to keep you fuller for longer, which is what you want out of a healthy snack, especially like a mid-morning. Perfect for mindful eating and meal planning, high in those heart-healthy fats, the energy that we need. Avocados, a great source of natural fiber as well. And get this, vitamin K and biotin. And with no cholesterol. You see what I'm saying? I'm using all the sexy words this morning. They are wholesome. They are perfect for a well-balanced diet. And they've got that kind of umami-ness that I think if you are going the veggie route, this offers you a bit more than the normal veggie profile, you know? You are a practiced hand at making food look amazing. I can see you've got two kids.
You've got kids. You've got to do what you got to do.
And then
if it doesn't look pretty, they won't eat it.
Well, exactly. And is there nothing better than you spending 2.5 hours creating a master chef worthy, a taste master worthy meal, and then your kids have one bite and they're like, no. I'm like, that got me into the second round of a cooking show on TV. Don't turn your nose up on that. Come on. Oh,
How
look
am I
at
doing?
that. You are
Not
a
bad.
master. Hey, man, I think you might have earned official main character
Did I redeem
title with
myself
this,
for my
girl.
pancake? That's all I want to know.
I know. Look, I will tell you, when we have a pancake challenge on the show, you kind of set up to fail, okay? Who can cook a pancake in 2 minutes? So don't feel bad, but that looks exquisite.
So you can do either that,
And you can give them a little healthy house. I would put even more avo on the top and put it on.
Okay.
Hey?
Just for you.
Because we can. And then we're going to have a very big squelchy bite and taste it all together because it does look amazing. Well done.
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna stack that.
You're going to stack that. I'm just going to have
you're going to have the open sandwich. I'm going to go for the closed. Well, I don't think we're going to hear the crunch, but you will see the crunch in our eyes. Ching, ching, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. So good to have you in our kitchen. This has got to be the healthiest breakfast I've ever eaten. Oh, that is yummy. Huh? And you know when something is really, really healthy, I think yeah, exactly. You're preconditioned to think, no, it's not going to be nice. This is absolutely beautiful, absolutely exquisite. So if you want to inspire yourself, maybe your partner, to think about avos differently, I suggest follow @ILoveAvoSA. Well, I spit avo all over my plate. And avocado.co.za. They've got some great culinary advice. You can also find out more about the nutritional benefits of this. If you're not having an avo a day, you are falling short. That's amazing. I'm going in for another. Well done.
Okay, well, if I must.
Do I have it like all over my face?
No, luckily not. Just
you're
in the
lying.
corners.
You're lying to me.
Oh, wow, that looks absolutely good, refreshing, and so delicious to add to either your Mother's Day menu. Yes, you have to serve us some breakfast, or even to today's breakfast, as if we haven't given you enough. And we still have so much more coming your way. Yes, more performances and definitely more goodness right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So please don't go anywhere, and if you do, only for some avo. We'll see you now.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. I don't know about you, but I have been smiling since the start of the show. What a way to kickstart our Monday.
I've got food all over my face. I'm so sorry, and that's why I'm smiling. But we love being in our kitchen space. It's the heart of our studio, and it's the heart of our homes. Now, are you ready to turn your dream kitchen into a reality?
I'm going to say yes on your behalf too, please, because Easy Life Kitchens is giving away a kitchen, listen to this, worth an unbelievable 450,000 Rand. Now that includes Caesar stone countertops and 50,000 Rand from ABSA for the installation.
That is right. You could win now the kitchen of your dreams, or probably more than what you have been imagining, designed with world-class craftsmanship and oodles of style. So to enter, simply visit one of their 43 showrooms across Southern Africa and then take an all-important picture.
Please do, because yes, we want receipts and explore stunning designs, chat with their expert designers. They definitely know what they're talking about, and take that first step towards your perfect kitchen. Plus, if you are an existing Absa client, you'll automatically qualify for a bonus entry and will therefore have 2 entries in the competition.
Oh man, and this is worth it. Don't miss out the kitchen giveaway. It is massive and it ends on the 30th of June, but you can head over to easylifekitchens.co.za. Do it right now in the next 5 minutes. Go and find your nearest showroom. All those T's and C's can be found on easylifekitchens.co.za. Now, one of the reasons why we are buzzing, we've had the gents in studio. Mujahid George blew us away with a performance this morning, and we are gushing just a little bit. So we thought we'd hone in on some of your comments.
Yes, and you have. You've commented so much. Natalie saying, wow, just watched Mr. George's performance now. Brilliant voice, great singer. Love, 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 love it.
Yep.
We have to echo that.
Oh, for sure. Graham Thomas saying, what a stunning voice. I wish I was in Cape Town to go and see his show. Fly down. It's not too late, man. You've still got a few days. 11th of May is when they're going to be performing. Let's... and of course, we're going to get a Mother's Day medley from the gents in just a moment. So if you feel like you can't embody the words and the feeling enough to show your mom how much she means to you, let the gents do it on your behalf.
Please, allow them. They would gladly. In fact, right now, you'll get a taste of what you can experience at Fairbairn College on the 11th of May once you get your tickets from Web Tickets. Gents, I think it's time you take it away.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we are so excited. This one is dedicated to every mother out there. We hope you feel the love.
I'll never find the words, my love, to tell you how I feel, my love. Mere words could not explain. Precious love, you held my life within your created everything I am. You taught me how to live again. Only you cared when I needed a friend. Believed in me through thick and thin. This song is for you, filled with gratitude and love. God bless you. You make me feel brand new. For God bless me with you. You make me feel brand new. I sing this song 'cause you make me feel brand new. Oh, let's sing, let's go. I would take the stars out of the sky for you. Yeah. Stop the rain from falling if you ask me to. Oh, I would do just anything. Your wish is my command. I would move a mountain if your hand is in my hand. Ooh, words cannot express how much she means to me. Sing it, sing it. And there must be some other way to make me see. Make you see. If it takes my heart and soul, you know I'd pay the price. Everything that I possess, I'd gladly sacrifice. Oh, you to me are everything, the sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby. Oh,
guess I'm just a cloud who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. One more time, yeah. You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, darling. To you, I guess I'm just a cloud who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, you to me are everything.
Didn't need to do that. They just did that to make me feel insecure about coming back on. They were about to play another verse. I know you guys do that. They build their sets live while they do the show. They look at each other and go, okay, another beat, another. No, we know, but you have earned the right to do that. You are masters at what you do. Thank you so much for just being here. We love you guys. And they are here not for us, but for the mothers. The 11th of May web tickets is where you can get your tickets, see them live one more time here as well before then. And then we're going to be back in the kitchen whipping up a souffle omelette with a very expensive kind of cheese, a Gran Padano, I think. And of course, Abigail Donnelly is the one to do it. She is here for the ultimate culinary experience on the other side of this. Can we take a bow, gents?
Yep.
Because you've earned that.
1, 2, 3. You to me are everything, the sweetest song that I can sing. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Yeah, yeah. To you, I guess I'm just a cloud who picks you up each time you're down. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You to me are everything.
Oh, I love you. I love you so much.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, we know that Mother's Day is knocking, and Mother's Day mornings, rather, are made for slow starts and also cozy chats, catching up with your mum. And of course, who can forget the delicious food, which is exactly why we brought in Abigail Donnelly, who brings all the breakfast inspiration that you're going to need this coming Sunday. So whether you're whipping up something elegant like a souffle omelette, I know I'm also very curious, or going for a sweet treat like a choc chip flapjack with a homemade jam, she's got something to make mom just feel truly celebrated. So Abby, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
The souffle omelette.
Yes.
Never heard this. Are we going to start with the jam though?
We're going to do the jam
Let's
first.
go sweet.
Let's do the sweet foods first.
Of
Always
course.
desserts first.
Yes, there are no rules. All right, Abby. Shall I switch
cool.
this on for you and then
yes,
we'll go
thank
ahead?
you. Great. So this is a chia jam.
A chia jam?
So it's kind of a little bit like a healthy jam because there's no sugar.
I like
this. So normally jams need sugar to bring out the pectin of the fruit, which allows it to set.
Right.
But this time we've got the hero, which is our chia seeds.
Which is great for omega-3s, I've heard.
Yes, protein, fiber.
Yum.
So don't confuse it to chai tea. It's chia, okay?
Chia
it's the seeds. Okay,
yes.
cool. All right, so I'm using raspberries. I've never made it with any other fruit except blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. And raspberries has that lovely tart flavour. So what we're going to do is just bung them in here.
Okay.
Okay, as much as you want. It lasts for 1 to 2 weeks in the fridge.
Oh, that's lovely.
So you can double up the recipe. Yeah?
That's if it will last in the house, because I'm sure it'll go on everything.
100%. You can use it to sandwich a cake. You can use it on waffles. I've chosen chocolate chip pancakes because it's special Mother's Day.
Of course.
Okay, so to that, I've got some chia seeds. You'll see the recipe on Expresso, the amount of chia, and then some water. If you fancy, you can add a little bit of honey.
Okay.
I wouldn't add sugar. Do something a little bit, or a little bit of real maple syrup could be great.
Lovely.
Okay.
I think I turned the wrong one on.
You did the souffle. You were just ahead. So you're just going to boil that all up for about 4 minutes. And what the chia does, it kind of makes it thick.
Yes, because it expands.
Yes, yeah. And once it's kind of thickened, then we're going to blitz it with a hand blitzer. Okay.
Okay.
Cool it down. And then you can have it hot, you can have it cold, stick it in the fridge, and then have it on these beautiful chocolate chips.
And there's something about strawberry and raspberries that just go very well together.
Exactly, yeah, there's that tastiness. So you can, and that's a great idea. You can actually mix berries as well. And if berries aren't in season, then it works with frozen berries too. And Woolworths in the freezer has fantastic mixed berries, strawberries, frozen, blueberries, and raspberries.
Lovely.
So, yeah. So I'd like to show you the finished version.
Yes,
it's easy and we're cheating.
All right.
So have a look at that.
I can move it
Just
over. Look at this jam.
Yeah.
The
Look at it.
consistency is incredible.
Look at that. I want you to. Are you allowed to taste on TV?
Of course.
Okay, let's find a spoon. Have a little taste. See what you think.
Mmm.
How nice.
That
texture,
flavour.
Yeah, look, it's not real jam, but it's really good for you.
I like that.
I think whoever you're cooking for, if it's mom, if it's dad later on in the year, or just the family, it's heaven.
And also, she'll appreciate the effort put into doing something like this.
I think so, yeah. And double it up, because then you
lovely.
can put a little jar, little ribbon, little label, I love you, and then she can have
a little DIY gift for mom too.
Exactly.
Okay, beautiful.
Cool. And fold it into yogurt. Let me not forget that.
Ooh,
yes, yeah.
like a parfait with the layers.
Yeah, or fruit salad, yeah. Okay, cool.
The
so now we'll put
souffle.
that back on. So I've got a cute little frying pan because I'm just doing 2 eggs.
Okay.
But this is probably something that we might have once a week, once every 2 weeks for dinner. I love breakfast for dinner.
I love this too, Abby.
Yeah, and it's souffle and it's special. And when I say you're separating the eggs, don't get a fright, because don't put it off. It's really easy, and the idea is to actually fold in, which I'm going to ask you to do.
Oh no, I knew it!
So when you fold your eggs into your egg whites into eggs.
These are whipped up egg whites.
Yes, you're going to take, I've done 2, and then where's our tablespoon here? So what you do is just add a little bit, just to first get it wet. Yeah, just that you don't lose that lovely foam, and then fold it in for me. Okay. So I've chosen, sometimes I add chives, chopped parsley, any basil, whatever.
That's lovely, yeah.
And then, sometimes just Parmesan cheese, you know. Sometimes we have a bit of boerewors with it. So
a little bacon if you want.
Because it's special, we're going to have salmon. And obviously, whether it's trout or salmon, Woolworths has a huge array of smoked ribbons, pieces, slightly smoked, whatever, with cream cheese, maybe a little toasted bagel on the side.
Yum.
On a pretty tray for mom. Okay.
Low effort, but definitely all the flavour.
Okay, now we can go quite...
The rest of it.
Yeah.
And when you say souffle, it's like light and airy.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And we now often kind of talk about souffles, people get a little bit scared. And yeah, but look, it's easy, and you don't have to mix the whole everything together.
Okay.
It's just it can be quite nice and marbled. Oh my gosh. Well, I've got it, it's TV, so we forgot the butter.
That's okay.
Brown butter's a trend. It's not burnt, it's fine.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and then we're going to pour that in. You've got your...
Adds more flavour.
Exactly. And this little one is going to probably take 3 minutes, and then you're going to have a heated oven, 180 degrees to 200. Then you can pop that. And then I'm just going to move it there, and actually this brown butter is going to be fab. Just do that. Do you want to open the trout so long for me?
I will do that for you.
I've chosen the smoked trout.
Okay.
And right now, if you're not going to use trout, I would just grate on some parmesan.
We do have some cheese here.
Oh, there we go. The little kitchen
it comes in
fairies.
individual packs. That's
There we
lovely.
go. That's beautiful. And then this nice non-stick, just move it around. Look at that. Just move it around. Okay, and now, just lift it a little bit so I can just see, because it mustn't be too brown. That's perfect. Now, I'm going to pop it in the oven, as I said, 180, 200, and just let it puff up a little bit.
Lovely.
Okay.
All right, so these are individually packed, but they also come like this.
Yes.
Okay,
We've got some. I'm going to go this side, and I've got some.
What's the best way to
creme
do
fraiche?
this?
Yeah. Okay, cool. Now we have a little omelette. Do we have a little omelette ready?
I think it's
there
coming
we
in.
go.
Thank
Look
you,
at you.
Tiff.
This is Tiffany and does all the fabulous work behind the scenes.
She makes us look good every single
cool.
time.
Now, this has gone a little pup. It usually fluffs up really beautiful. And and maybe that might finish, might not. Okay, cool. And then some more cheese.
Yes, you can never have enough.
Not enough, yes. And you can use even grated cheddar. You know, you don't have to be too fancy with the parmesan.
But I think the cream cheese has to be there,
Thank you for opening this.
It's a pleasure. I'm so curious to see how you'll plate this.
Yeah, and then what I like to do is just, you can get the thinner ones too.
Oh, there you go.
And they're kind of like little folded around, and you kind of make like a little pretty like kind of little rose for mum or for
I will say, my mum
whoever.
would really appreciate this.
Yeah, and we make a big one, so we use 8 eggs for the 4 of us for dinner. And they just cut it into wedges. Oh, it's so delicious.
And you would serve it also with
easy.
some protein.
Yes, yeah. Or the eggs are the protein, but if you want to double up, exactly. There we go.
Oh, the colours, it's so vibrant
Beautiful.
and so pretty.
And then some chives. Do you want to do the chives
I
for
will.
me? And then I've got the cream cheese.
Oh, man. Why do chives just make everything look so much better? That bit of greenery on there.
Exactly. And a nice blob on the side.
Oh, stunning,
with some
Abby.
black pepper. There we go. Just a little blob. You can put it inside if you want. And then just some black
season
pepper.
it a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, that's stunning. Mother's Day
Good.
breakfast absolutely sorted, looking good and tasting even better. I'm telling you, your mum will be so impressed by this. A handful of ingredients and make a omelette souffle and some flapjacks and a raspberry chia seed jam. Abby, you've outdone yourself. Thank you so much.
No, thank
this
you.
Is beautiful.
Okay. Well,
all that's left
breakfast
to
for
do
you.
is eat. Yes, we're sorted. Thank you, Abby.
Abby's story matters. All of our stories matter, but we need those stories to be seen. And right now, we're about to start a very bold new chapter in ABSA's incredible journey, unveiling a new campaign that is going to highlight a lot of amazing South Africans and, of course, a lot of our stories. So I want you to look out for the hashtags. I want you to look out for the inspiration and look out for our own Ayanda G. Tabete, who's standing by.
Good morning, Feel Good family. Today we are in Sandton City to join ABSA as they launch a new and exciting campaign. Now they've declared the first week of May ABSA Week, so much so that they have labeled it Red Week, and we're painting the town red in our outfits. Now ABSA has told us untold stories for a long time through Your Story Matters, and now they are really pushing the message with We See Your Story. The We See Your Story movement is a powerful brand movement that is focused on making sure that we have authentic communications and connections with South Africans, all while telling their story. It's about highlighting everyday life, from everyday niceties to the big ambitions that we have to reflect the South African spirit. And by continuing to tell these untold stories, ABSA reaffirms their commitment to making sure that their customers succeed while they're by their sides. But please don't go too far, because in a bit we'll catch up with one of the beautiful people that have a story to share with We See Your Story.
Oh, we are painting the town red, and we are here for it. We've seen the power of storytelling done in this way. Now it's time to hone in on your story. Hashtag We See Your Story. We'll find out exactly what that means for a company that really does, I think, put their money where their mouth is in the most powerful way. So cannot wait to rejoin Ayanda and Sandton in just a moment, and you can join us for that. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for rejoining the conversation. We've seen the narrative evolve from Your Story Matters to hashtag We See Your Story. This is underpinning a bank with a commitment to find those stories that really do matter and then shine a spotlight on those South Africans doing the most and give them the resources they need to reach their potential. Let's find out more.
Now, ABSA continues to grow, and they have stepped it up a notch from recognizing our stories to now letting us truly understand them. I'm here with Pavisha, who's one of the incredible people that were in the campaign. What does it mean to be a part of such an amazing campaign, Pavisha?
It's unbelievable. Like, I can't even express the excitement to be part of something so huge. Like, it's just crazy, 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 crazy. Like, we have dreams, but I don't think you ever think it's going to materialize like this.
Understandably so. And I mean, ABSA is all about sharing these big, beautiful stories. You obviously have a story to share as well. What is your story?
I grew up with vitiligo since I was like in primary school, and I was very conscious and I hid it for 30 years. And I reached a point where I didn't feel like I even mattered, like I was unseen. I didn't feel like even if I hit myself into a bridge or jumped off a bridge, it wouldn't matter. And that's when I realized that if I don't start showing who I am, I won't be able to continue with life. And through this, it took me 3 years to be able to just like walk without showing makeup or just showing my skin and things like that. And once I conquered the journey, my life literally opened up. Like, I started mountain biking, I started wearing shorts, like just doing life again. And it was so exciting. And then I realized that, wait, man, there's not just me, there's so many other people that are stuck in the same place. And that's when I opened an NPO to help other people. It's called Love Authentic. And that helps other people struggling with vitiligo and just helping us all accept each other and ourselves.
Oh, and that's such a beautiful story. What does it mean for you to have big names like ABSA truly amplifying the message that your story does matter and that it's worthy to be heard?
ABSA's done so much for me personally. I'm glad that that's the bank I chose when I first initially opened up my bank, because I didn't know it was going to do so much for me. Like, I'm in the mountain biking space as well, and they've literally opened up the doorway for females to be mountain biking. And in this situation also, just telling our stories, I've also seen like ABSA do so much for communities and groups and sport, and being part of something that's changing South Africa, I think is just such an honor and such a privilege to be part of. Like, I really feel like I'm the luckiest lady in the world.
And for somebody who is sitting at home denying their story from being heard, what words of encouragement could you possibly give them?
Love the authentic you, and your story does matter. Like, share it openly, honestly, and just watch how people around you will gravitate towards you, and also you'll inspire so many. Like, nothing is not important. Nobody is not important.
Oh, thank you so much. That was so powerful, so beautiful.
You so much.
Thank you. What a beautiful reminder that authenticity will take you all places that you have to be. And thank you to ABSA for continuing to amplify the message that our stories truly do matter, and now they can be seen too.
Oh, you got to know, as someone who handles a lot of campaigns landing, we are kind of the tip of the spear for that. When something runs this authentic through the bigger brand message, but then each individual's life, it is amazing. Well done, ABSA. As I said, literally putting your money where your mouth is so that we can all benefit and have that platform to shine. Absolutely love that. Well, speaking of shining, these boys will take any platform. They'll literally take our couch, perform there. They've taken over half of our studio, and we're okay with it. The gents are here to help us celebrate the most important woman in our lives. Yes, it's a Mother's Day special, and you can catch them live on the 11th of May. Get your tickets at Web Tickets. And this is a lineup of artists that are so good, we're exporting them now, just like our avocados. But they're going to be leaving the country soon to spread the love, but you can see them at Fairbairn College in Goodwood, 4 p.m. You want to get there early. If there are any tickets left, I suggest you jump onto Web Tickets now and hunt them down. But let's get a magical performance from these superstars in our studio right now.
All right, we are so excited about this. Thank you so much to each and everyone who've already purchased their tickets. Don't forget, you got to go to Web Tickets to get them. Otherwise, any Pick and Pay stores. Also, to our friends down in Auckland, in New Zealand, thank you to Unique, and of course to Beryl Segas in Sydney, Australia. We can't wait to see you guys. Thank you so much. Let's do this.
Must be missing angels. Yeah, yeah. Missing one angel child. You're here with me right now. Oh, your love is heavenly, baby. It's heavenly to me, baby. Your kiss, filled with tenderness. I want all that I can get. Of your sexy I'll give me showers, baby. Showers. Your love comes in showers. Every hour, and every hour of the hour, I wanna feel to make me feel your loving power. There's a rainbow over my shoulder. When you came, my cup runneth over. You gave me one heavenly time, and it was that I see burning from above. Heaven must be missing an angel. See, baby, missing one angel child is here with me right now. Your love is heavenly, baby. It's heavenly to me, baby. I say heaven, heaven, heaven. It's heaven, heaven. I say heaven, heaven. I say heaven, heaven. You see, I've been captured by your spell. You're an angel, you know I can tell. When you lay on my pillow, baby, across your pretty hair, there's a halo and heaven. It's heaven. Missing one angel child. Right heaven. I say you're so good, you're so good, it's so good, it's so good to me. It's so good, it's so good, it's so good to me, baby. It's so good, it's so good, it's so good to me. It's so good, it's so good, it's so good to me. Heaven, 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 heaven. I say, baby, heaven, heaven.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh man, we are buzzing at the moment. Great live performances and an energy up in Joburg that needs to be plugged into. In fact, we are painting this town red.
Yes.
What a beautiful morning spent with absolute powerhouses. I'm standing next to Dudu Kao, who is the founder of a beautiful fashion powerhouse called Relate. Dudu, how are you this morning? What does it mean to be a part of such an amazing campaign?
I'm blessed. I'm very blessed. I mean, to be such a part of such an amazing campaign is very great. So I'm very happy. Yeah.
Can you walk us through the process? You found out you're part of this campaign. What was the messaging behind the campaign?
I've actually done something similar before. So the second time they called, I knew what exactly to do, and it's a very big platform for a business like mine and for a person like myself. So I'm very, very happy for this platform.
Again, today is all about stories, stories, stories. What is your stories? How did Relate come to be about?
Yeah. Firstly, Relate is a social movement that puts together different skills and passions of young people to help them achieve their dreams. What we do is we manufacture smart, innovative clothing that is functional. It does more than one thing. For example, we have a bag that converts into a jacket and pants that you can wear as a bag. So very functional clothing, very innovative clothing. That's what we do.
Oh, that's so beautiful. And why do you think it's important for brands like Absa to support people with stories and also amplify their messages by sharing them?
It gives us a platform for our stories to be heard, one thing, and it just shows that we're doing the right thing. I mean, if a big brand like Absa is willing to work with a business like ours, it shows that we're on the right track. So it's very amazing, it's encouraging, and it just gives us that lift to keep going and to keep sharing our story, that the right people will hear our story.
Oh, and I mean, obviously, this support is about an emotional factor of telling us your stories, but it's also about that financial support. How important is it in this day and age for somebody to be financially literate?
It's very important to know what you're doing with your money, because a lot of people make money mistakes that take them back instead of taking them forward. So it's very important that we actually learn more about money. I feel like in school we're not really taught that much about money, so we have to educate ourselves about money and the importance of making the right decisions with your money.
And where do you see Relate going in the future? What's the plan looking like 5 years from now, 10 years from now?
Yeah, our vision is to build a clothing manufacturing factory that can play a positive role in reviving the local manufacturing industry. So we want to be able to employ and train young people to have the necessary skills to compete in international markets. And one of the other things that we're doing is we're opening up a sewing school where we'll be teaching young unemployed people how to sew, part of a skills development program with our company and the government and corporates like Absa that will help us employ others and just uplift our communities.
Oh, what's beautiful about that is that you're giving people skills that they can hone themselves and use later on.
Yeah.
You're passing down that generational wealth, if you must.
Definitely.
Oh, I love that so much for you. And for somebody sitting at home who has a story to tell but has been so afraid of telling their story, what words of encouragement could you give them?
Just go out there, the relevant people will hear your story, the relevant people will see you. It's just about doing, the more you do, the more things are going to find you on the way. So things will only find you on your way if you're actually going somewhere. So just start and things will unfold as you go.
Well, you heard it from Dudu himself. Keep going. Once you get started, it'll be easier to keep unfolding. And you have a twin, which is absolutely insane.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to your twin? I'm sure you guys started the business together. For him who's watching, what can you say to him?
I want to say shout out to him, big thank you to him for we've been encouraging each other to keep going. We've been doing this together since 2009. So for where we are now is very important. So I just want to say a big shout out to him for keeping me accountable and holding me accountable to this journey.
Lovely. Accountability, friendship, stories being told. Can Absa amplify the message any further? I think not.
Oh man, I love it. I cannot wait for the stories, the narrative that's going to emerge from this next phase of their incredible journey. But I like the fact that they don't just say it, they do it. Absolutely. And they go and shine that spotlight, and then they've got the tools and the banking ecosystem to potentialize that potential, which is amazing.
I like that, and who better to do it than Absa? Good job, and we love to say that your story does matter. But now something else that matters is a matter of cash, because we want you to start your Monday by playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 520,000 Rand jackpot. And you could get a big payday today in the beginning of the month, imagine. So buy your tickets now in-store. You can head to the website, nationallottery.co.za. There is the mobile app, and while you're on your phone, cell phone banking is available to you, or you simply could just dial *120 *7529# for USSD.
I was spending the money already in my head.
Yep.
I was already doing it.
Cling, cling,
All of these details are on our Expresso social media pages, so you can check them out at your leisure and then put yourself in the running for that estimated 520,000 Rand in our daily lotto jackpot today. In fact, I would buy everybody's mother a ticket to a performance. We've got the gents here just blowing us away with their performances, medleys. We've had old classics, and of course, you guys have been loving it as much as we have. Let's hear from Teresa right now. She says, amazing. One day is one day. I hope to see Mr. George perform. You are blessed with the most amazing voice, an exceptional singer, and my ultimate favorite. May your show be sold out.
Amen.
Great artist, each one in his own right. Please support local talent. You guys rock big time.
Yes.
Oh, Teresa, that's like the sweetest, most lovely message. And the boys are there and they are listening and they are crying. Actually, they're all embracing each other, just crying at the amount of love.
Thank you, Teresa. Let's see what else we have. One from Gertie saying, oh man, what a performance. These gents are truly blessed and such beautiful voices as well, right? I feel like their work of service is blessing me today.
They are our blessing. Oh, Millie de Fris gets it. She says, morning Expresso, always good to listen to these men all the way from Bloemfontein. Keep it up, guys. Now that got a cheer.
Yep.
Okay, when you're big in Bloem, you know you have arrived.
Well done. Listen, gents, you are up next, so take us away and make sure this Monday is the best Monday that has ever Mondayed.
All right, we are once again so happy to have been a part of the show. Thank you, Expresso, and thank you to all of our friends all over the world. We can't wait to do this very last one for you. This is how we close down the show, the best way we know how, party style.
Hey, now there's a party on the corner. Everybody's in the mood to celebrate. Papa, your auntie and your oma, so don't be late. Now everybody's in the move, everybody's in the groove. It's gonna be all night long. Hey, party people everywhere, put your hands up in the air and sing the song. Hey, we going up, we going up, we going up, we going up and down. We going up, we going up. Now there's a party
final verse. No, that's it. It's done. Look, one of you was a little bit off, but the rest of you made up for it, man. No, that was Expresso. Can we get another round of applause? Web Tickets is where you can get your tickets. See these gents on the 11th. And then I don't know if the world is ready for you, but we're going to send you on your way, man. I'm looking to see who's got a microphone. How can people connect? How can people find out what you're doing and follow your journeys abroad?
So it's all over social media. It truly is all over social media. There's Lukman, there's Noor, there's myself, and then of course there's Alistair Isabel. And you can find us on every platform there is on social media. But please come out and support our shows. It's what we do and we love to do. So we love to give back and we love you being there.
All right, give us more because you can.
Everybody say oh, 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 oh. Everybody say oh, 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 oh. We going up, we going up, we going up, we going up and down. We going up, we going up, we going up, we going round and round. We going up, we going up, we going up, we going up and down.
Another feel-good production.